1, 2, 3, do it.
It's a super casual thing anyway, so it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever.
It's okay. It's okay if we like go into first game territory, right?
Oh
And
yeah,
maybe
totally, totally.
okay,
This is this. I just
just
mostly put on the
everything.
thing. Just we talk Layers of Fear 2 as that's just what's bringing us all together at this point. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll diverge at
Cuz I
times.
saw a couple things that I had a question for you.
Oh, are we talking theories? I am down for this
Well,
shit.
no, like oh no, we'll get to that.
Oh,
No,
you're making me
like
excited.
okay. I don't know if I missed. This is like I'm diving right into something, but it's for the first game because I want to ask you if you have any idea about this. I was looking at the Wikipedia page for some reason. I was just like just going over it and seeing like what it said because sometimes you just do that. Like you look up something and the Wikipedia page is right there, so you look for it. You look at it. In the Wikipedia page for the first game, it says the beginning of the plot section that the unnamed protagonist returns home from a court hearing. Do
Okay,
we
oh
do
wait,
we know if that's what he comes home from? Did I
no. Okay, wait. You read this where and when?
on Wikipedia? I mean, come on, it's
Okay,
Wikipedia.
okay.
But
Oh yeah. Okay.
like I read it tonight because I was looking up if anyone had any articles, like if anyone wrote anything about the panel, and then the Layers of Fear Wikipedia came up, and I clicked on it, and I was just going over it just for fun, because
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was
Absolutely.
just like, did I miss something? I mean, obviously he's been to court hearings, but like, was he coming home from one?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Because then that would be like
Yeah.
the very. I don't know. But then again, I guess it wouldn't. I don't know if it would make sense or not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he would be in for because the whole thing with his daughter already happened.
Yeah.
So I'm just. I don't know. See, I mean, obviously, since it's Wikipedia, I would take it with a grain of salt, but
Well, yeah,
I especially take it with a bigger one because I remember
a
reading.
giant one.
I remember early on, before the game was story was really established back in 2016 when it came out. Only it was only like, let's see, I got into the game around August or so, um, and I read the Wikipedia summary, and some of it was accurate and some of it wasn't. So
Yeah. I don't know how much of it has changed.
yeah, I haven't read it since because I remember somebody on the Layers of Fear subreddit was asking about the story. I was just like, let me give you the lowdown because the
Let me
Wikipedia
give you
summary is not right.
let me give you the real lowdown.
Exactly. I've played this game many times over to get all
Oh,
the notes and trying
yeah.
to piece it together in my head of where in the timeline this fucking goes. It's
Seriously. And I
it's
mean,
yeah.
it like cuz looking at this more now cuz I'm looking at it again, like the first thing it says is it's set in 1920s England, which we don't know
Yeah.
specifically.
I just set it into where the best I could fit it because
Yeah.
obviously the prosthetic note, whatever, has the date that's 19, and then the rest is scribbled out. So I at least know it's
Yeah.
after
With
1900.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of misleading because they say explore a Victorian house. It's like, yeah, the house is that old, but it's clearly a little bit
Exactly.
later than that. And but I kind of mostly went off the wedding date, and I figured based on the fact that he likely fought in World War I, that it was
Mhm.
likely 1917, which is um, yeah, when June 9th, I think,
Okay.
fell on a Saturday, I think it was. Yeah.
So 1920s, I'll give them that. But
Yeah.
then I came to the court hearing thing, and I was like, Then later in it, it's like, uh, after a long period of neglect, his wife decided to burn his paintings, including his most cherished work, The Lady in Black. He had a drunken fit and apparently beat her, driving her to leave with their child. Which,
No.
and after that, it says he tried calling her multiple times but failed to reconcile with her. After some time, he got a phone call telling him that she was critically injured in a fire.
What?
She was not gone.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. This I don't get. I don't get when people come to these conclusions because, okay, yeah, the painter was much more of a dick in the early access
Oh
version,
yeah. Oh my
but
god. Yeah.
there was no indication that even in the early access version that he was that much of a dick. Like,
Yeah.
no, he was just more of a verbal asshole. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
I don't get
But
that.
I don't like. I never thought. Oh, she left with the kid, and then she got in an accident at in the fire. Like she never left, right?
Yeah, yeah, she
Did she
was.
leave?
Um. Also, I don't know if you want to post the link in this since I don't know your usual groups that
And the
follow your
oh my god,
stream if they want to watch us freak out about layers, but
I wonder if Ashley's still up because she really liked the game when she watched it, and I was very happy.
I was really
It's like,
giving you
oh,
kudos for getting through all of the extra stuff
I
so quickly because I don't know,
cannot. Oh my
turning the
god,
dials and stuff on the safes with a mouse was like hell. I don't know why.
yeah, it was ridiculous. And I can't believe I did all that night. I was just like, whatever, I'm
You
gonna
were
do
on
it.
fire. You were just like, got it. You were just like, we're gonna bang this out, man. We
I
got
gotta
this.
do it.
You're like, I got this.
Do 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 do. But I'm trying to like. Obviously, there's no page for the second game yet.
Well, yeah.
But it'd be fun to see what Wikipedia thinks about that too.
Oh yeah. I just hope they don't mess that up either. Oh boy, if it's gonna be, I think the way they talked about it's gonna be set up like the first layers as is in you have to do multiple runs to get everything. I was just like, oh boy, I can't wait to
Yes.
compile a timeline for this sucker.
I know, I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, I
We
took it.
don't have a date, right? We don't have a
No,
date
no,
yet.
we don't. Yeah, and I also took extensive notes. We have that fun. Well, I took limited notes for the panel, but then afterwards I wrote out like 4 paragraphs of like speculation. So this is gonna be interesting.
I'm so
I
excited
am too.
and scared.
Yeah, yeah.
I okay. I saw your art. The art you made.
Oh yeah. I can't stop fucking thinking about it. All I can think
Well,
about.
like I didn't even. Okay, this is so dumb of me. I didn't even think of it being a woman,
But see,
like the lead character.
it's a little bit misleading because the first trailers you don't know who's speaking.
Exactly.
You think is it the main character or whatnot, and then we learn in the panel, oh, it's the director talking. So,
Yeah.
and then that's what I realized. Holy shit, we don't know the actor's gender yet, and I was just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Because
So
yeah, at first you're like, oh, that's who I'm playing as, and then you're like, oh no, wait, it's not. It could be anyone.
exactly, and it's just like, huh, okay. So we know even less about the actor than we even knew about the painter initially, because even in the early access when that was released of the first layers, we at least knew it was a male,
Yeah.
and yeah, and that we were just basically exploring his insane mind. So at this point, we're
We're wondering.
we're yeah, fumbling around in the dark here.
They're not gonna. Okay, we don't think they're gonna do early access again, right?
I
Since
don't
it's
know.
like a set
I hope
like
not.
series
I
now.
hope not because I really want the surprise. And it's just like, there's
Mm,
comes a certain point when it comes to games that I really anticipate. I'll watch trailers, but after that, I will not watch anything else. I want to go in fresh. I don't want,
yeah.
and it's just like, please don't do early access. I mean,
Oh my god. Well, that's like with movies. The like I don't know if you've seen How to Train Your Dragon.
I've seen the first two.
The second one, like in the trailer, they show like a spoiler. It's just like
Oh, dude, I have that problem with, I can't stand watching modern trailers now because I'm just like,
because they show stuff.
you're gonna show all the surprises, the twists, all the good parts, and I'm gonna hate you for it.
Exactly. I just watched a short version of the movie
Exactly.
just now in the commercial. I watched it.
Exactly.
I'm
That's why
done.
I so appreciate when trailers are short and like the really short trailers you see on TV, like the ones that are like 10
Yes.
seconds, it's just like, thank you. That's all I needed. Just leave it
That's
like that.
that's why I'm digging this trailer because it's like it doesn't give you anything, but it gives you enough to be like, ooh, I can't wait for this game.
Yes. Oh man, I am so like okay, at first I wasn't sure what to think with the first trailer, but then seeing the panel and then the second trailer, I'm just like, I am ready for this.
the the ship thing it kind of threw me off a little at the beginning, but
Yeah.
then I understand when they start talking about it being
Mhm.
how you'll be in a small space and then you'll get out and you'll see that you're on a ship and it's like a big ocean and then you go back into a small space. I
Yeah.
like that.
I think they're trying to make it so, it's easy to constrain your path going
Yeah.
along. So I can understand that.
And see, I don't mind that. I know people are like, like I've heard people say Layers of Fear is too linear, which I understand, but I like that shit. So
I liked it too. I mean, I can understand that kind of point of view, but I'm just like, okay, but this game like obviously isn't meant for you. The whole thing is just like it's not meant to be your typical survival horror thing.
yeah,
This is like like how do I put it? A psychological study of a character, basically.
Yes. Like it was never marketed like that either. Like it was never marketed like, ooh, stuff's gonna jump out at you. It was never marketed like a
Granted,
big.
I will admit they probably should have done a little bit more variety when the ghost gets you in the first
Well,
layers,
yeah.
but beyond that, I
I'm
mean, it's just
surprised
like,
they didn't.
yeah, every time she just snaps your neck. It's just like, okay. But,
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, that's a small gripe compared to, I mean,
Well, yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
That
see, we have gripes about the game. We're not just blindly loving it.
Exactly. I can admit there's flaws in it, but at the same time, I don't want to have to constantly defend it every time I say
I
I like it. It's just
know.
like, let me enjoy this, please.
Okay, okay. You'll probably find this amusing because I found it really amusing.
Okay.
There was a I saw someone like a retweet on Twitter
Hmm.
where someone was making like a prototype for a game and they're like, "So I'm thinking of making a game where like it looked cool. The stuff he had looked cool, but
Uh-huh.
he was like or she, I don't know. They were saying they were going to make a game where you know stuff kind of changes when you turn around and
Hmm.
it's kind of weird and like all these people came in the comments and were like, "Oh, so you mean Layers of Fear?" Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's funny because
Like
I was
I
just about to,
felt bad, but I was like,
it's funny because I was just about to say, that
you know, like Layers of Fear.
no, like the game perfectly did kind of
I love
prey on one of my
it.
fears, which is things being behind me. So it's just like,
Dude, yeah.
oh,
That's
yeah.
okay. That game is really good about that because one of my things, like you have your like underwater fear. Like I have oceans creep me out. Like Subnautica creeps me out because it's a big wide ocean to explore and it has monsters in it and I can't play it, but I'll watch streamers play it. But one of my biggest fears is someone I'm close to and I've been close to, a friend or a family member or like a boyfriend or whatever, like knowing them for years and years and then suddenly they just like change.
Oh, yeah.
Like that creeps me out. And everything I look at everything I love and it's kind of like that. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I look at Layers of Fear and I'm just like, it's kind of scary how much
Mm.
the aspects in it are things that I love.
Yeah.
It's horror, it's based on art, it's got a tragic story with
Art.
that can have a redemption arc in it, and it's just
Hmm.
like, I don't know, it's everything I like, and it's just like served to me in a silver platter, and
Yeah.
oh my God. But I
Um,
also like it because I know some people might say it's linear, but there are certain points in the story where you still can actually take a fork in the road, and I love the fact that they do the Silent Hill 2 thing, where every little thing you do adds up to the ending, even if you don't realize
yes.
it. And I
I was
love
about to
that.
be like Silent Hill too.
Yes, exactly. And I was just like, that's what I like. That's kind of what I'm sad that they missed with Observer, with the ending just being based on a
Yeah.
choice at the end. It's just, I don't know.
I really like I love Observer.
Oh
Don't get
yeah,
me wrong. I
it's great.
absolutely adore it. And I love cyberpunk shit. So I was like, it's Bloober Team and it's cyberpunk.
Hmm.
And like I loved everything about it, but I would have liked more of that kind of thing.
Yes.
Like little choices that
I will say Observer, like if you thought Layers of Fear is trippy, Observer kicked that up to like
oh my
10.
god.
It was like, whoa.
See, I can't with Observer, like I can play Layers of Fear, but the thing with Observer is there's those certain parts that are like stealth,
Oh yeah.
and I suck at that
Oh,
stuff.
that's where they turned on like the amnesia slash
Oh
outlast stuff.
man.
Yeah. I thought that was a
Oh,
little out of place, to be
it was
honest.
kind of yeah. What did it happen like twice? I think three
Yeah,
times.
I think they were trying to adhere to the criticism they got where there was like no true fail state, and
Yeah,
it's just like, guys, stick to what you know, okay?
yeah.
This is
I
clearly
mean,
not what this is supposed to be.
I appreciate them branching out,
Yes, I appreciate you
but
that you tried something new. You tried it, but don't do it. Just
so
or
now they're like, okay, Layers of Fear too.
exactly, just stick to what you're good at. Or if you're going to do a game like that, do it when you're doing that for a good portion of the game, not just two short bits and that's it.
Yeah, because I can't. If I try to play it, I'll freak out. I'll get to that part and be like, I can't do it. I'm gonna get caught. I'm
Oh
just gonna
man.
sit here at this desk forever.
Oh man, it reminds me of my friend playing Soma freaking out.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Did you see? Were you on the stream when Ashley was playing Amnesia?
Um I was there pretty much the whole time they were playing it, coaching them through
Like
all the parts they got
the
stuck at.
the first time she played it, it was just her and I was in like the chat with her and she was flipping her shit. It was amazing.
Oh man, that's
She's
great.
like, I can't do it. And then she played Resident Evil 7 by herself and now she's like, maybe I can do it. I was like, do it.
Yes.
Go back and do it.
Yes.
But don't play Outlast 2. Just saying.
Okay. Oh
I'm
yeah, Alice
sorry.
too.
I
Yeah.
that was that had everything that I was hoping. It was like, oh no, here's a couple and they're torn apart and blah blah blah. And then it was like, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah, I was really disappointed because it's what a topsy-turvy world we live in. This is the strangest timeline because I swear to God, I love Outlast. I loved Whistleblower especially, which I thought
My
was an
God,
improvement.
Whistleblower.
Yes. Oh my God, it was so much better. And then but then you have a game like the first Evil Within that I did not like. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
DLCs improved it a little bit, but wasn't enough to salvage it for me. And then Outlast 2 came out, Evil Within 2 came out. What did I end up liking? Evil
Boom! Put
Within
that
2.
totally. That's and I'm hoping that doesn't happen with Layers of Fear.
Oh,
Like I would love to love both games.
yeah, but I think Bloober Team even because I could see with even with Observer's weak bits and stuff like that, it still was overall a strong game, and I think it'll still be good with Layers of Fear too. It's just with Outlast 2, the problem was all the issues that the first one had, they just exacerbated. They made it
Yeah.
worse because the whole constantly running and never getting a breath makes it just frustrating and not scary. They amplified that. The whole, it was just and frustration simulator basically. So
Yeah.
it was problems that were already there that they just made worse. And
It
the
was so
problems in the first layers
depressing.
are there's obviously Layers of Fear is not a perfect game, but I
Oh yeah.
think even if the same issues from the first game carry over to the second, it will still be a really good game.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Nothing. No game is perfect except Silent Hill 2.
That is the benchmark. The Silent Hill series really
it,
is the benchmark for
it
psychological horror. It
is,
really
and it
is.
makes me so sad that like the I don't know what word I'm looking for. I keep wanting to say rebirth for some reason, but like this all this Resident Evil stuff. Like
Mm,
7 is awesome. The remake of 2 looks really good.
it's so
But
good.
I keep thinking to myself, I wish Silent Hill had this right now.
I was saying it.
You know
I
what
was
I
saying
mean?
it
Like
before. I was just saying like Konami clearly doesn't deserve the Silent Hill license. Can we
they
give it to
don't.
Capcom? Maybe Capcom will make
Oh
a
my
good
god, that
remake.
would be
I was
awesome.
just sitting here like, okay, people are just like, oh, let's remake Silent Hill. It's just like, no, do not touch Silent Hill 2,
Mm-mm.
but remake the first one. Because the first one, as much as it's awesome, is a little bit clunky still.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
little bit
little bit
clunky in
clunky.
terms of graphics and gameplay, and even in the storytelling. Improve all that stuff.
And
Remake the
they
first one.
totally could.
They could, and they should, but they won't
So
because
awesome.
fuck
No,
Konami.
because Konami. There was a streamer I watched was playing like an indie game, like an indie horror game,
Hmm.
and in the credits it said in memory of Konami.
Oh my god.
And
Ouch.
I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
burn.
Oh god.
Well, at least we have games like Layers of Fear since we don't get Silent Hill anymore.
Exactly. And also since the Amnesia series is now over, because Frictional's not making any
Are
more.
they what are they working on?
They just keep saying that they're working on two projects. One's a horror game and one's not a horror game. That's all they've said so far.
Come on, guys.
I know, I'm impatient. It's been what?
You're
Someone
sitting
came out
here
in
like
2015. Okay, it's been almost
tapping
four
your
years,
watch.
guys. Come on.
Woo.
Yeah, where's the Judge Judy chip of the tapping the watch? Hurry up. It's the same thing for Layers of Fear too. I'm
That
just like, hurry up. I want it right now.
hello.
Hello.
Well, it won't be okay. You can always think it won't be like Kingdom Hearts 3 that takes like
Oh
1,000 years to
God.
come out.
Oh God.
So
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
nothing's that bad.
Yeah, and yeah.
Donald Duck 3.
Donald Duck 3.
I love Donald Duck.
Uh,
He's such a jerk.
man, it's been
Okay,
ages since I played the second one.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Gun Media being the
I remember when I was first watching the panel, I got into a voice call with the people in the Layers of Fear server,
Mhm.
and they all were amused because I started laughing when they said that Gun was the same publisher for the Friday the
Friday the
13th.
13th?
I was just like, I was just like, please have them put an Easter egg of
Oh,
like
that would be
Jason's
funny.
mask in the game. I will fucking lose my
That would be
shit.
so funny.
And we were just making jokes the whole time. I was just like, is Jason gonna come out of the water and climb into the boat?
I, it makes me so sad because like I know that game had so many bugs and still has issues, but it's so fun even to watch.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that it's like a train wreck, but it's
It's
like a fun
silly.
train wreck to watch
Yeah.
and play. I might,
So like I don't want to give them all the grief that they get from people because they're trying.
yeah.
Give them credit. Plus they
If it
love
goes on
Bluebird.
sale, I might pick it up.
Yeah. There was one person who was playing it and they got like they were Jason and Jason froze, like they couldn't move him.
Oh no.
And he was in front of a door
Hmm.
to a building and the guy that was in it, like I don't know how he got his character to his underwear, but he was wearing like leopard print briefs. And he was just like did the dancing emote in front of Jason.
Oh my
So he's
god.
just standing in the door dancing, and the guy's like, "I can't kill him. I can't move and kill him."
Oh
But
my
that's the kind of
god.
shit. That's the kind of shit that's funny. It'd
Oh yeah. Oh totally. Oh my god.
be frustrating as hell, but still, it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't hate that they're gonna be.
Yeah, that was actually the
I mean,
first note I
they
took.
obviously let Bloober do what they're doing.
Yes, as long as they give them complete creative freedom and everything like that, that's great.
Yeah, and it sounds like they are because they're like, oh, we'll get the script back and we'll be like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Like they're
Yeah.
not changing
I'm
any.
curious though why they switched over to Gun as opposed to where they start with Asper Media. Why did they
Yeah,
change?
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what Asper's working on. I wonder what Asper's.
No idea.
Mm, 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 mm,
All I
mm.
remember is that they once posted on, what was it, April Fool's Day last year, the Layers of Fear Everything is Fine edition. I'm just like, I wish.
That was adorable.
I know. I was like, well played.
Totally.
Hmm.
I don't know what they're doing. List of games. Let's look. I mean, I don't see why they would. It's not like anything bad happened between,
Yeah, I
you
don't know.
know.
I guess they figured, you know what? We need some Friday the 13th shit up in this.
Hey, hey, they're being inspired by movies.
I know.
So
I'm just like, oh my god, if they get, this is like, I swear to God, I like picked the perfect time to get into the slasher genre
I
because
was gonna say
just like, I hope there's like Easter eggs or like some
that would
kind
be
of
really
like
funny.
reference or
Well,
visuals.
they do like Easter eggs. Like there were the Layers
Yeah.
of Fear stuff, the things in Observer,
Oh my god, Layers of Fear references were all over
all over
Observer.
it.
I wonder if there's gonna be an Observer reference in Layers of Fear too.
That'd be really cool. I still think
It'd be so
my
meta.
favorite. I know my favorite was the painting in the room in that one room that was like the portrait of him, except it was all like
Oh yeah, this is
futuristic
this is
kind
the
of.
painter if he was an observer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, it's him. Because I like we walked by it and I was like, Nate, move back for a minute, and he moved back and I was like, look at that. It
Oh yeah.
was awesome.
It
But I
was
love
great.
that. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I think I managed to somebody posted like the actual art of that somewhere and I managed to snag it and then you just flip back and forth between the painter and that object. It's like, oh they photoshopped this. This is
Right?
great.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty funny.
It's amazing.
Hmm.
There was that room too. There was that one room in Observer with where you go up to the it was like in that weird hallway and you go up to the door and there's the little intercom machine or whatever and there's like a woman talking to him and it sounds like I can't remember if it is or not, but it sounds like the wife from Layers of Fear.
Oh, I'm not sure if I heard that. I do
I
know that
can't
I watched the Let's Play, and I do know they all the Let's Play footage I watch also missed that one room that apparently has like the layers of your dolls in it surrounding like one of them that has Adam's head on it.
Oh my god. Ew, that was so creepy.
But I will say one of the I don't know if you noticed it, but one of the rooms you talk to in Observer and also the voice of the Wolfman's father was the same voice as the painter from Inheritance. I don't know if you noticed that.
Was it?
Yeah. So he
Ooh.
played the angry dad again.
We've been meaning to go back and play it again. And I'm say we because I can't play it myself. I
I got
cannot
my
yet.
friend Scoots to start playing that, so that's my
Yes.
yeah my way of watching it again.
So good.
It is. I got her to open up the PT room. She's just like, A reference to PT,
The
really?
PT
I'm just
room.
like, is this going to be a tradition? Is there going to be a big reference to PT in every single one of their games?
There has to be. It was
I
perfect.
know it's tradition now.
It was gonna be the best.
Yep.
Silent Hill. Look, see, and now it's gone again.
Fuck Konami.
In memory of Konami. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, you took notes. What are your notes?
Oh, okay.
We're just now getting to like the panel.
We're now just getting to Layers of Fear 2, what we came here to talk
Oops.
about, but you know what? We'll get to the Layers of Fear 1 stuff if you got anything else later, but,
Oh gosh.
okay,
We're gonna
so,
have like a series.
yeah, okay, so I'll go through my notes and I guess we can address them as we go along here. I just wrote Gun is the same publisher for Friday the 13th, the game.
Mm,
Bloober took inspiration from fine art for Layers of Fear 1 and now historic filmmaking for Layers of Fear 2. Layers of Fear 2 is about an actor who takes a shoot that takes place on a boat. It's about an actor who's trying to navigate past trauma and overcome that trauma while preparing for the role of a lifetime.
mm.
Actors betray so
There
many...
were rats
That I want to talk about.
and a coffin.
That... See, that's what... I'm just
That was a
like...
coffin, right? It was a coffin.
I'm not sure. A lot of the with the weird film way they're doing some things are hazy, so it's hard to make out some
True.
things. But all I'll say is, actually, I could expand on the rest thing a bit more later. But I'm
Rats.
just like, what? What's going on here? I'll get through my notes quickly. There's not a lot here. My speculation is a lot longer than this. Okay, that notes about like actors betray so many characters, how much is left of you in the end.
Ooh, yeah.
Artists leave a piece of themselves in their work. What's real? What's not? Who am I? And then just the list of the films they talked about that they use for inspiration, or at least their main inspiration. And so
Yeah.
I need to watch those. I need to watch Repulsion,
Yes.
Dogville, Nosferatu. Shame on me. Um,
I haven't seen Repulsion. I haven't seen Dogville, but not Nosferatu is really good.
yeah. And also, apparently, a quote that they mentioned that was from Dogville that's relevant is evil can arise anywhere.
Oh, that's creepy.
And I also wrote Tony Todd is the director. And then the quote from like the trailers, like, you can't have it, you'll never have it, can never be yours, time marches on, time waits for no one. And then that the antagonist is the formless man, the
Oh.
figure you see in the trailers.
Mm.
And so that's all my notes.
And hopefully the formless man doesn't just snap your neck. Because
Exactly.
do something to me.
Do different things to kill me.
Mm.
Kill me in creative ways.
Please. That'd be
Yeah.
like the weirdest thing to say. Like tweet them. Could you please kill me in creative ways in Layers of Fear 2?
Yeah. Can you make it absolutely horrifying to the point where I really don't want to get killed by this thing?
But you have to for one of the endings.
Oh, God.
You know you will.
Ugh. Let me tell you, they don't even have to. It's like the things you could do with just hearing noises or whatnot is amazing. Like
Oh
that.
god, I know.
We talk about that. I'll just reference that one part in Corpse Party.
Ew, which one? There's like a billion. That game is terrifying.
One where the screen goes black and there's this long description of what's happening. I don't even remember the exact goriness that was happening at that one point, but I just remember being horrified, just like, oh my god.
If anyone hasn't played or seen that game,
It's a classic. You gotta.
it's really like that's one of those things that I thought about like weeks after I watched it. I was just because I started playing it a long time ago, and then I never got a chance to finish it, and they re-released. They like re-release it or something.
Hmm.
So I was like watching people play the quote unquote newer version.
Oh, it's been a long time.
I can't remember how new it was. It was a while ago, I think. So that's why I say quote unquote newer.
Yeah, I
But
don't
I
know.
just remember being like,
Yeah, I just
"Ugh."
yeah, I watched Cry Play it a long time ago,
The
and man,
sound effects
oh
and the
god, oh,
it's like they don't even have to show animations.
because you know why? Because your imagination will make it so much worse
Yeah,
than whatever they'll show you, and that's
that's
what a
like
good horror game does. It lets your
ooh
imagination take over.
yes. Did you ever play? I can't remember if we talked about this before. Did you ever play any of the Zero Escape series?
No,
Like
I don't
nine
think
nine
I've heard of
nine.
those.
It's a visual novel,
Okay,
but the first one is called 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. It was a 3DS game,
okay,
and it's a visual novel, and it's kind of like it's like these people are trapped on a ship and they have to get out and blah 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 blah, and they all have these bracelets, and you know if I can't remember what the rules of them are, but they'll like explode if they do something wrong. And there's stuff in that game, like it's not necessarily a horror game, but there's just because there's no animations, it's just they describe stuff, and you're just like,
Ooh.
ew. But it's really good.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
I think there are some let's plays on it, but
Okay.
it's like I just remember reading some of the stuff in there and being like, I'm not gonna sleep. Great.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Mm.
the whole imagination thing. The room, okay, the room in the first Layers of Fear with the chain
Ooh, I call
and the
that
door.
the amnesia room.
That room is scary as hell, and nothing happens to you.
hmm
You just do stuff, and it's like, oh, that noise was cool.
Is
Great.
is that your most hated room in the first game?
My most hated room in the first game is that room where you like fall into it, I think,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's pitch
Yep, it's the
black.
same room. Fuck it. Fuck that room.
Yes,
Fuck
and there's
that
like
room.
growling.
Yes.
Ooh, I hate that room.
Oh my god.
I told you what Nate did, right? He's
No,
like,
I don't think
he's
so.
like, I was playing it, and he's like, no, there's nothing back there. It's just a noise. Go back there. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not going back there. And he's like, I'll go back there. He takes the controller and he turns around and goes into the darkness and gets completely attacked. And we're both like, oh shit. So
Oh,
every time in that room now, I'm just like, get out, get out, get out, get
you know
out,
what the
get
worst
out.
part is? You'll get attacked no matter at what point you walk off the light because Scoots played at one point and she
Oh
didn't know
god.
and she's just
Oh
like, "Oh, you
no.
only have to walk backwards, right?" It's just like she just started walking off like she started walking towards the door and then went to the left a little bit.
And boom.
Boom, and she flipped. It was just like,
Oh.
yeah.
Because you think, oh yeah, it's just a noise. They're just trying to creep me out. Oh, they're not.
Oh my
There's
god.
space back there, and you will get
I
wrecked.
gotta tell you something. Bloober Team are on their A game with sound design. Like,
They really are.
I don't know. It's just like the way they just know how to perfectly creep you out. I don't know if you remember, but there's like um one of the like backwards L-shaped hallways in the last chapter that's all torn up and stuff. You can find a
Mhm.
rat note in the last interview note in that area. But for some reason, in that space, you start
Oh
hearing
my god,
noises
yes!
around, like the door creaking open,
It's like
or like
creaking, and every time I hear
footsteps.
it, I look up and I'm like, what the
I,
freaking hell is going
I'm
on?
just like, it's like I know nothing's gonna come through, but I don't feel
Yes!
safe in that space. I feel like, oh my god, something's gonna come through. Like,
Every time I look up and I'm like, something's gonna happen at some point, just
I,
because
I hate that hallway. I just,
that hallway sucks.
it does. And that's the genius of it. It's like they don't have to even throw anything at you. They just have to have little unsettling things that are going on while you're trying to explore, and it's
That's
just like, fuck that.
It's like because sometimes, like in the room with the growling, they do throw it at you. So it's one of those
Yeah.
things where you're like, are they gonna do it? Are
Am
they
I
not gonna
safe?
do
Am
it?
I not?
I'm not gonna stay here to find out.
All I'm gonna say is, in a
I'm
way, it's
out.
kind of a good thing that this was a psychological study and not an actual you're being hunted like amnesia, because I'm telling you, I've told my
Oh my
friends this
god.
countless times. I'm just like, if the Layers of Fear ghost acted like the
Oh
monsters did
no.
in Amnesia and you had to hide and she was running after you,
No.
I would shit bricks. I would
Nope.
shit
No way.
bricks. Like,
I'd be
no.
like, I'm never playing that game. I'll watch someone play it and cry.
Exactly, exactly. I was just like, no, never, never again.
I don't think it wouldn't be the same though if she chased you all the time.
Yeah, I mean, well, granted, I don't think it would be as effective if it was the whole time like Outlast,
Yeah.
but like an Amnesia thing where it was just occasionally she hunted you down. But
Yeah. Of course, we love standing around looking at like notes and shit, so we would just get attacked all
that
the time.
that and again, it's all in his head, so she can't really kill
Yes.
you. It's just
True.
something that the game takes note of for later.
For later.
hmm
For later.
Yeah.
Rats.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what you
Rats.
think about that.
Okay.
You're like, hold on.
Yeah. So
I need to prepare.
what I wrote in my speculation here is rats are an element returning to the sequel. Why is that? That's oddly specific.
Why?
That's an oddly specific thing to bring back for the sequel, and I'm just like, okay, is this just supposed to be like a recurring theme in the stories, or are they going to imply? Because I'm just like, I'm hoping, I'm, I'm just like sitting here hoping that there's some actual hidden connection between these two protagonists. Because
That would be awesome,
if
actually.
there is, I will scream as loudly as I did when I found the freaking note machine for pigs that connected it back to the Dark Descent. I'm just gonna freaking lose my shit.
I mean,
And
even something little, you know?
yes, exactly. It's like it doesn't have to be a direct sequel or involved in any ways. It's just like maybe even if the actor just like met him once, it's just like, oh my
Or
god.
like I would even go for like a newspaper article. Where
Yes.
you find an article that talks about like a painter, blah 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 blah, and you're just like,
Mm.
oh,
It's like
or if it
I
had
know that fucking asshole.
had the baby face painting in it,
Oh my god.
be like, that's an amazing painting.
Oh jeez.
I love it.
That would be really funny if they did it like that painting was in there, but it did like a Silent Hill 3 thing where it did a commentary. It's like who would even like something like this so disgusting? And it's just like
One person,
the side glance from the painter narrows eyes.
from somewhere, he's just like, someone's talking shit about my painting.
Exactly.
I
Heard you were
hear
talking
you.
shit.
Heard you were talking shit. Oh my god. Yeah, and the rats also. They were doing the runaway thing.
Yeah.
That part where they run away from you,
Yeah, it's just it's
or they're running
such
away from her actually, right? In that one part,
running away from the actor, I think. Yeah, they were like
but
running.
they're running away from in the first game when you go into that hallway and you see them coming at you. They're running away
Yeah.
from her, right?
Oh
I'm
man.
assuming they're running away from her. That part scares the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, I hate that part when she's actually directly walking towards you.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, bye.
I remember at one point I was like backing away from her a little too slowly, so even though I was out the door, she still got me and it freaked me out.
Ugh. But
Yeah.
yeah, like what I thought of, because
That's an interesting point. I didn't think of that.
are they running away from something behind the actor, or are they running away from the actor, or are they,
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about. It's
because
just
that was what it reminded me of.
yeah, and the thing is we don't get enough from the trailer of the rats in it to be like, is the actor also afraid of rats and hates
Yeah,
them, or is it like more of like maybe they find rats comforting? I don't know. It could
that
be
would be funny
anything.
actually.
That would be an
The,
interesting
the first
twist
one's
on
like,
it.
I hate rats. They're eating me from the inside. I was like, I love
I know the
rats.
actor just running about like, but rats
I
are
have a pet.
friends. Garbage the rat. He's my friend.
Oh, garbage the rat.
Yee. I don't know.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's the thing that intrigued me the most because that's like a direct. I mean, it's so specific to bring that back, so I'm just still not sure about that.
Yeah, that was a. I mean, rats is very specific.
Another interesting thing, though, that I found, especially from this latest trailer, is that some of the lines that the director said, such as "You can't have it," "You'll never have it," etc., are
Mm,
lines that used to be written on the walls in the early access version of the first layers.
yes.
So I'm just like, okay, they're bringing that back.
It also makes me think of the finish it thing.
Yeah,
But instead of finish it, it's like you can never have it. But that whole
yeah, you can't have it. So it's just like,
what is it?
are we gonna bring some maybe?
Fame?
Are we gonna bring some concepts back maybe from the first layers that they didn't use into the second one? I don't know.
That would be cool.
That would be. Although, don't get me started about some of the stuff I've been. Oh, maybe I could talk about that later. But yeah, some stuff
What
fun.
did you do?
Just friend Blue going through the game files and then looking at some of the writings. You know how like the writings appear in the
Oh yeah,
cabinet after you
yeah.
come back. The last two
Yes.
are different than what he
Are they?
says
Are
slightly.
they?
Yeah, hang on. Let me find my post where I posted the two of them because
I feel like I remember you writing about that, but I don't remember what they say.
yeah, you probably heard me probably screaming at the freaking Discord like, you guys, holy shit.
No, I heard you like stayed away, screaming it at the top of your lungs,
Yeah, okay, so
really loud.
the finger one is not too much different. It's just an extra line or two. It says, I need to add the final touches. It sickened me, but at that moment I was beyond the point of no return. And then at the end it says,
Amen.
and then at the end when he says, fell asleep, almost burned it. Instead of saying, "Well, I managed to pull this off," he says, what have I become?" And that's not a
Oh,
big deal, but the one for the eye says something interesting. And basically, so I was like, I need an audience, a critical eye on things. I knew what I
Mhm.
had to do. I'd read the grimoire several times at that point.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, holy shit. And then I looked into various things, and some of the other things, like other writings in the game, like as above, so below, they're like occult references. And I'm just like,
Mm.
okay. Did the in the original concept of the game was he actually trying to bring his
Yeah,
wife back?
was there like a whole other aspect where you'd find like occult stuff?
Yeah, I'm just like,
Ooh,
okay, there's a lot more amnesia influence in here than if it was that
yeah,
was the case. I'm just like, oh man, that's cool. So, but
that's
yeah, there's
crazy.
also here's also the writing here that I saved that wasn't in the game. You can't have it. So yeah, that's something they carried
Mm.
over to two. So I don't know.
So what can't we have this time?
Yeah. Well, there's something interesting because they, like in the first one, it's an actor trying to regain, an artist trying to regain his fame by making a magnum opus. In this
Yes.
time, though, it's the actors trying to overcome some kind of trauma in order to prepare for doing this role. So I'm just like, okay, so what's the trauma going to be about?
Is yeah, and is the role like something relating to the trauma?
Yeah, something
Like,
like
would
that.
the role be something that would, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but like he has to get over it to be able to play it
And I
because they
wonder,
relate to each other?
and I wonder if the director's voice, like in the trailers and stuff, are going to be either things like that the director is actually saying, or is it going to be like the director is basically performing as like in the actor's head, that kind of
Ooh,
like inner
yeah,
voice saying, you can't have it, those kind of
yeah,
like bad thoughts or something like that.
yes. And the whole when they were talking about the movies that inspired them,
Yeah.
like I kept thinking Hitchcock.
Hmm.
Like some of the stuff that they showed in the trailer reminded me of some Alfred
Yeah, I guess I could see that. See,
because he always had stuff like weird camera angles, weird,
yeah, I sadly can't like really draw into what I know on this because my knowledge of horror movies is sadly very limited.
yeah.
Um, but I'll definitely be
Mine
watching the
too,
ones that
because they
inspired
all
them.
terrify me.
The only the only ones I've really had watched before diving into the ones I have recently, I remember I watched the original House on Haunted Hill, and that was really good.
Mm,
Vincent Price, how can you beat that?
right. Have you do you have Netflix? Have you watched the show?
No, I've yet to watch that. I'll get
I've
to it.
I've only watched the first episode so far because I
Hmm.
feel like I need to be 100% on my game when I'm watching it
Oh.
because like there's like all this stuff going on. There's like stuff in the background and
Hmm.
there's all the members of the family and it's like I want to see everything.
Oh,
So
okay,
I
so
have to be like
it's really multi-dimensional. You have to really be paying attention to a lot of stuff.
well, yeah, and there's like the whole, you see stuff that happened in the past and then you see stuff that's happening in the present
Oh boy.
and then there's all the stuff in the house that is going on, when they're there and when they're not there and
Oh, okay. This is going to be a series basically. You have to watch multiple times to probably get everything.
I think so. And there was an article that was like, Hill House is so scary. It's making people barf. I'm like, shut up. No. My mom watched it. She loves horror everything. I showed her Layers of Fear and she loves it.
Yeah. Then again, I can't really be the judge of whether things are scary or not anymore because I'm so desensitized to horror shit that
Exactly.
I'm just
But
like,
like
this is not that bad.
I listened to her. She was like, there's nothing in it that's like, because it's not. When you think about it's so scary, people barf. I think gore,
Yeah, I can see that, but I guess
and there's none of that.
I don't know. You got to come from a people who are like don't deal with
Normal
horror
people.
stuff ever, so it's a little bit different for them.
Normal people.
The normies. Oh God, I hate saying that word.
I know, right?
I feel
I'm
like
such a
a I feel like an
hipster.
I know I feel like an edgy teenager. He's like, you're such a normie.
Oh my god. I think that's also one of the reasons I like. I'm like moving away from my microphone. I think that's one of the reasons I really like Layers of Fear too, is because I'm more of a psychological horror person than just like here's a bunch of gore.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I mean, there are ways to make it work. I mean, like playing Dead Space, which has a lot of gore in it. I
Oh
mean,
my god, Dead Space is amazing.
yeah, I mean, it has a lot of gore, but see, the scares are not in the gore aspect. They're just
They're just ew.
there are some parts where they just really line it up well, and you're going down a hallway, you see a shadow of something, and then you see it
Ugh.
go away, and you're just like, I don't want to go around that corner.
Mm,
But yeah,
mm-mm.
it's just like certain horror games do certain aspects well, and I think what I liked about Layers is that they're bringing back the whole psychological horror because it's one thing to be scared of something that's gonna come out and kill you. I mean, that's obvious. But
Yeah.
there's things like what's inside our heads is sometimes the scariest thing of all, and that's what I
That's like
like.
it's like in zombie movies and shows when they're like the humans are the real monsters. It's like, yeah, they are.
Yeah. What was that thing that was like a meme for The Walking Dead where it's just like, it's like, oh no, it's a walker. Oh, thank God it's a human. And then the later seasons, oh no, it's a human. Oh, thank God it's a walker.
Yes. The humans are so bad.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's why, and that is another reason, because like Layers of Fear has a lot of like surreal stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but you know why, because it's like in his head,
Right.
and I like that because it's real, quote unquote, but it's like his version of real.
Exactly. And it allows a lot of creativity to be done with the environment and everything like that because it's just like, I don't know, it's like an interesting point of environmental storytelling because the whole house's structure and everything is now being based around what is going on in his head.
Yeah.
And again, pulling it back to Silent Hill 2, you know how like the environments gradually degrade and get more and more gross
Yes.
and wet
So
and
good.
depressing as it goes through Silent Hill 2, and it's the same thing in Layers. You go through the same
The
general
same. Yeah.
hallways
There's
over and over, and it gets more and more
God.
decayed.
I started. I had like a notebook, and I was drawing the shape of each hallway
Mm-hmm.
as I went through them, so I
Ooh.
could compare each of them. And I need to finish it. We
Oh,
should do
do it.
that.
Do
We
it.
should we should do that. We should like get on the game and just like start comparing what's in each hallway. Because you have the one hallway that's like it's always the hallway
Yes.
with the L, or is it the T? It always has like
Yep, the T.
the wife's like a wife item.
There's the T. There's the crossway intersection,
Yeah.
and then there's the L-shaped hallway.
I mean, the only times there's the one where you go over and you find the box with a picture of the wife in it. Like that's different.
Yeah.
But there's some that just repeat and repeat and repeat. And then you realize as you look at them, you're like, oh, whenever I come in this hallway, here's like here's a brush. That's the wife's, and I'm gonna hear something from her. Or there's a door where she's crying and you're like, do I open it? Oh no, it's locked, I can't. That's cool. I'm gonna go away now.
That
But I want to do that because I just want to see like
would be fun.
because
Mm-hmm.
what else am I gonna do?
Oh, hey,
I need
I'm all
answers.
about analyzing this game pretty much every way you can possibly look
We
at
need
it.
answers.
Exactly.
And I bet you we're not gonna get names again.
Oh my God, that's gonna piss. No, you know what's gonna happen? This always happens with games that I like because okay, it always happens, especially with characters I end up RPing, because Daniel of the Dark Descent is the only frictional games protagonist who does not have an official last name. And
Are you serious?
I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Hi, I'm Daniel last name.
Daniel, everyone calls him Daniel of Mayfair because that's where he comes from. And I'm just like, I know, but it's just like, it's not enough. And then
Yeah, you want a real one.
exactly. And now we have the painter from Layers of Fear, and it's like, okay, now no, actually no name for him, and now we go to Observer, who's Daniel Lazarus, who's got a full name and a full backstory, and I'm just like,
Ah, he does have a name.
yeah, and I'm just like, mm. Not even to
And his
mention the
son
fact
has a
that we have
name.
like, yeah, not even to mention the fact that obviously they get teasing things about their backstory. I mean, it's very limited thing about what happened
I
in their backstory, and I'm just like, I
know.
wanted to know the painter's backstory.
Like they scratch out the names and things, and I'm just like, just give me a first name, even just something.
I know, but they're
I
just
just
like, I asked them. I asked Bloober Team, like, we didn't have names for them. I'm just like, oh man.
are you sure?
It's like I just said, oh, the protagonist was inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray. I was like, well, I'm calling him Dorian then.
Call him Dorian.
I
Yeah.
called him fucking Dorian.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, he's obviously clearly a Dorian fanboy because he's got that one book in his library that's just like, was
Repeatedly.
Dorian Gray real? I was just like, really, buddy?
I love it. And then like if you look at it, it's like other books by the same author, Finding Bigfoot or some shit.
I know. I think
Like
like
I want to know
I
about
think there's like
this.
an Easter egg or something about like the library or something that publishes like a Lovecraft reference or something like that. I was just like, okay,
Mm,
there's some amnesia vibes in here.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I love the painter he's such an asshole but a dweeb at the same time. I love him.
Yeah, he's like, wow, that's something you don't see a lot.
Exactly. Uh, but yeah, we don't know anything about the actor themselves yet. And I'm just like, can we get a character trailer for them at some point? That'd be nice.
Yeah. Or a name. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep saying it.
I know. Believe me, I can't let that go either. It pisses
Because
me
now
off.
we're gonna be like, oh, and then the artist, and then the actor, and then the. I feel weird calling her the wife because she does more than be a wife. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like
I just gotten
the
so used to calling her
musician.
that, but it's sort of weird to just call her the, the musician or the pianist. I don't know.
Imagine if there was a game about her.
That's what some people were saying. You know what? We got a perspective from the painter's perspective and from the daughter's. What about the wife's
That
perspective?
would
And I
be
was like, that'd
cool.
be nice.
Because what about her aspirations for being like a musician, and then the accident
Like we got
happens?
the
Like,
like
what is she
we
doing?
got inside the painter's head and we saw his conflict between work and family. Can we see
Hmm.
like her conflict between both hating and loving her husband and also her whole
Not
decision
being
about
able to
wanting to
play anything.
die? Yeah.
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 Like the part I think the part in the DLC that ruined me the most. Like
Mm.
his stuff really made me sad, like the birthday cake and all that.
Oh,
But
fuck.
the thing that really got me was when you get to her sort of end room
Oh
and
no,
she's
you're talking.
like,
Oh wait.
yeah, she's like, "Oh, good night, honey. You
I'm
know,
gonna go take a
mommy
bath.
has to go." Yes, and I'm just
You're
like,
like,
"Oh my
oh shit.
god, don't do it."
Yeah, for the cake thing for me when he's
Oh,
crying over
oh
the
my
third cake is
god.
just like, why would you do this? I can't do this
What?
without you. And I was just like, I started
Bloober.
crying and I was just like,
Why?
no.
Bloober,
I was
why?
just like, Bloober, that's not fucking okay.
I
Okay?
just want to tweet them and be like, "Shakes fist." I'm mad.
What am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this.
Not this. Do you know what's real? The struggle.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
To hide my feels.
Oh yeah. Both the main game and Inheritance made me cry a few times.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think Inheritance is like sometimes you get DLCs where you're just like, it was good, it was a DLC, but that one was really good. Like,
It was. It was like the visuals were amazing. It
yeah.
was. Yeah. I mean,
And I'm happy it was a DLC too, because it didn't feel like it belonged in the main game.
no. Yeah. It just made me sad though because with it, the fact that it exists kind of means the fact that it was the loop ending in the main game that was canon,
I
which
know.
makes me sad because that means he never found resolution one way or the
Yeah.
other. And also makes me
I
sad because
man.
whether he died or was taken away, they never saw each other again. I'm just like,
Yeah.
fuck.
That was the first ending I saw, like we got.
Oh, the loop ending?
And oh my god, I loved it. Like I know it's horrible for him, but the way it worked, like the way layers of fear spoilers. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be spoilers. If you're in this stream and getting spoiled or watching this on video
I'm
or something, then it's your
sorry.
fault.
Um, like the whole way the way like her painting laughs at him
Oh yeah.
scares the shit out of me, and the fact that he goes and throws it in the room with all of them and they're all laughing at him, and then it's like you're just in the house and you're kind of like, well, what am I doing? And then
I
you sort of walk around and you're like, the house looks different, and then you just have
yeah.
to start over and just kind of like, well, shit.
I do like the loop ending for that one reason that you get to explore the house and
The
how
house is
holy shit,
insane.
it's so fucked up. Like he
I feel
completely
so
decimated it.
bad.
But what
It's
made me feel
horrible.
even worse is that he
Mhm.
decimated every single room except the daughter's room. The daughter's room
Oh
is
my god.
immaculate.
And the isn't that the one where you open the freaking pantry and it's bricked over
Yep.
with air fresheners on it?
That's when I realized
Excuse you?
that's when I flash back to the moment in the first chapter when you open up the pantry, it's bricked up, and the knife from the wife flies
Oh my
at you in
god.
the wall, and then suddenly it clicked, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Holy
Mhm.
shit!"
Mhm.
It's like that is environmental storytelling at its finest. Like
I love that. Yeah.
it's so good. It's like that gave me goosebumps.
Also, the fact that the kitchen gets dark at
Hmm.
that point, I it's one of those like I don't want to go in darkness because something might happen.
You gotta attack
Because
the
it happens
darkness.
in that other room. You know, like you don't want to
Yeah,
walk back there. What if there's something back there? I'm
yeah.
gonna get this piece of skin and I'm gonna GTFO. Bye.
Later, bye. I'm outie.
I'm out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not BRB ever.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, speaking about the endings, yeah, most people seem to get the loop ending first. But I think because I was so focused on getting everything that I possibly could, I was actually surprised myself because I got my favorite ending, which was the wife and child ending, and I just
I love that
that
ending.
makes me so sad when he finally says it won't bring them back. That's when I just lost
I
it.
know. Ugh.
Oh my god.
I
This
I I
game.
hate the other ending though.
I know, it's like a lot of people are just like, well, that's a good ending because he finally gets what he wants. Like, but no, but
No,
then
no,
that,
no, no,
no,
no.
he didn't learn anything.
That just makes him look like a dick.
Exactly. So it's like,
He's
okay,
like, ooh,
it's
look at this painting of me. Like,
exactly. It's just like, okay, it might be good in the sense that he gets his art career back, but at the same time, it's just like he didn't
he
learn.
didn't learn anything. There was no
No,
point,
it's
you
basically
know?
like it's basically the Maria ending in Silent Hill 2. He didn't
Oh my
learn.
god, yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
Good job. Good job, James.
Yeah, God, this is why we can't have nice things, James.
Ugh. That's so bad because then you're like, it's the in water ending. James, get on with it. Get in the water.
That's essentially what the wife and child ending is. It's the in water
It's the
ending.
in water ending. Except with fire.
It's the in fire ending.
With fire. Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
My god, Silent Hill 2 spoilers. Actually, I guess
It's
that's not
whatever.
really.
We're talking horror stuff. It's gonna.
I'm okay. I will say if you haven't played that game, that's one of those okay, that's one of those games that I wish I could forget and play for the first time again.
I know, right?
And it's like that Layers of Fear. Like I love watching other people play it because I love seeing what they
Their reactions. That's exactly
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like Silent Hill 2, Layers of Fear, the Danganronpa series is one of those games where when you know all the stuff that's happening, you're just like, man, I wish I could forget that experience again. Just
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
I have a bit of regret because I actually had watched Cry play through all of Layers of Fear first because
Oh, because you couldn't.
I
Did
was
you not get it
I was
at
actually
first?
I was actually skeptical about it. I didn't think I was gonna like the
Ah,
game. And
yeah.
then what happened was Cry released he'd already played the full main game on his stream, but then he released on his main channel the two playthroughs, two videos for playing through Inheritance. And I was just like, okay, I
Mhm.
watch all of his videos. Let me just watch it already. I watched it through and I really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, I should go back and watch the main game, even though I'm a little bit skeptical about it. And I fell
Yeah.
in love. And then at that point, I was just like, oh, I
You'd
wish I
already,
played this
yeah.
blind.
What ending did he get
He also got the
first?
loop ending. Most
Okay.
most Let's Players get the loop ending first,
Okay. Yeah, I figure that would
which
be
is
the
interesting
thing.
too because every time I have friends play it or otherwise, people are just like, "How do you get the other ending? It's so hard." It's just like, for me, it was actually the hardest to get the loop ending because I was too decisive. I would go one way or the other
Well,
too much.
I couldn't believe when I streamed it. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the loop ending," and of course, that's the one I wanted to show everyone, like everyone who hadn't seen it, because that's
Oh,
like. But
huh.
then I got the wife and child the first time. I'm like, "Well, sorry guys,"
We're gonna watch him die.
and then you were like, "You could go back to the last chapter and just do it," and like you told me how to do it to get the loop ending, and I did it
Yeah. Oh
because
yeah,
like
yeah,
I wanted that ending to be the first ending, but I was
yeah,
like, "Okay, you see the good ending first. Here it is,"
yeah.
and they're like, "Are you sure this is good?" I swear.
Yeah, I got so used to the point where it's just like I wanted to get all the endings and stuff that I realized all the stuff you need to do to get all the various endings, and so that's what
I
I
don't
went with.
think I have. Let me look at my achievements. I
I
think I'm missing one on
I
here.
have all the achievements.
Good. Help me get the one I'm missing.
Okay, which one are you missing?
One. I think I got the. I feel like. Let me
Okay,
look.
let me also say this. I will also like this is one thing I liked about the main game over Inheritance is that all the little things you did added up into the ending. With Layers Inheritance, I understand why they did it. It's not like completely hate it for that, but with Inheritance, I mean, I didn't mind that the choices and stuff were more obvious. That I didn't mind. But what I did mind
Yeah.
was that to get the true Inheritance ending was so difficult because you had to
Oh
pick up
my
all
god.
the notes,
Yes.
do everything in one go.
See, that's that. The notes I don't mind,
I don't know,
but
that
it's the
annoyed me.
it's the doing that because we like you look around. You look around like a lot. You know what I mean? You're one of the
Yeah.
people, especially in this game where you're like looking at everything.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd find them because they're like, here's one in the room, here's one in this other room. But doing all the stuff, because I was like, oh, it's really easy. I just get all the notes. And then you were like, oh, let me send the thing again when I was doing it the stream. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot I had to do every single thing to get that ending.
Yeah, that's the other thing that annoys me is the fact that you have to do it all right, and if you mess up at one point, you have to start the whole thing all over again because the game auto
Mm.
saves, and as soon as you do
Oh,
something,
that's
that's it.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was my only really beef with Inheritance.
yeah. Okay. I th- I love how I love the achievement that's called "Those eyes can pierce a man's soul," and you have to marvel at the furboy portrait for a total of 5 minutes.
Yeah, I remember all I did is I opened up the game, I stared at it, and then I walked away for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, I
Where
know this
the
painting. I don't
hell
need
is
to
that?
look at it for 5 minutes.
ending achievements. What are those called? Reach a conclusive ending. So
Oh, yeah.
that's the wife and child one, right?
A
I
conclusive ending.
think.
That's that or the self portrait. They're both conclusive endings.
So I'm missing one achievement on here. What if it's is there an achievement for the loop ending?
I don't think so.
So what achievement? I'm gonna look it up now
Yeah, go look up the list of achievements and just see which one you don't have
because this is
yet.
making me mad. I'm missing one. I feel like we did everything on the because we played the PlayStation 4. It's
Okay.
like we just kept
Can I
buying copies of the game.
can I just add that my Layers of Fear collection is complete? I now own the Switch and PS4 versions, even though I don't have a Switch or a PS4.
I need to get. So you have to support them,
Yeah,
right? You gotta get every version so you can support them. So keep making games like Layers of Fear 2.
exactly. And if they come out with a limited run of an Xbox One version, I'm grabbing that sucker too.
I need to get. I want to get the Observer, like the because I have a
Oh yeah, because it comes with the art book.
yeah, like I have a
See, I have.
physical copy of Layers of Fear, but not. Don't tell me secret achievement. Tell me what it is.
But yeah, I have
Mm,
I have both retail copies of Layers, both the base game and then the Masterpiece edition. It's kind of cool because the art book is slightly different
I
in
was gonna
both.
say, is that yeah?
I
Is
like
there
the,
something different about that?
yeah, it's not like huge differences. They'll just have a few things
It's
from
enough.
inheritance, like the daughter's portrait and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Witnessed all outcomes. That's the one I don't have because I haven't gotten the.
loop ending.
I got the loop ending and the wife and child one, but I don't think I've gotten his ending on the computer. But I've
Oh,
gotten it on the
you should be able
PS4.
to do that. His if I ever wanted to I've been thinking about like trying to speed run Layers. That's the ending you
Mhm.
want to go when you speed run it because that avoids all the ghost encounters and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yep,
Because then you don't have time for all the.
exactly.
Okay. Cause yeah, that's the one I'm missing. Looking at it now, because it's witnessed all outcomes.
You got to get the painter in it even though you hate it.
Mm.
I know I didn't like it either. I know everyone's just like, but that's the good ending. He's like, no, it's not. You're
I just want to cry
wrong.
when people say it's the good ending.
I know.
Not for him.
No, it's not. It's
We're like the only two.
not. I'm just like, just because he
That's
dies in the
not the
wife and
good
child
ending.
ending doesn't mean it's the bad ending.
Mm.
It's the only one where he realizes that he fucked up.
That's personal growth. Look at him.
Exactly.
See, personal growth is good.
Learning from your mistakes, even though it's too little too late.
Yeah. If you if you go to the game page on Steam right now, there's like the recent news,
Uh huh.
and there's like how it'll give you like news from game sites and stuff.
Yeah.
Rock Paper Shotgun had an article on the 21st that's called "Layers of Fear 2 will set sail for spookies."
God.
I love it. We'll set
Oh,
sail for spookies.
set sail for spookies. Oh my
Watch out for them
God.
spooks.
Oh my God.
Man, and I hope the boat, like if it does any underwater shit, I'm gonna be like, no,
Yeah, it's actually funny
please
because
stop.
I'm just like I remember when Markiplier played through the early access of Layers of Fear. He's just like I am not playing the rest of the main game when it comes out. It's like oh, it really bothered him that much. I'm just like
Oh
he
yeah,
then I'm just like he needs to play Layers of Fear too. It takes place on a boat
on
in
a
the
boat.
ocean and there's
Yes,
mannequins. He needs to play this game.
totally. I was hoping you play the full game.
Yeah, I hope so
That I
too.
was also surprised how far you could play in the early access.
Yeah, they give you a lot in the early access. Although, it's interesting to see how they rearranged some of the hallways and stuff in the various chapters.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wish you could go back and play the
early
early
access.
access though, because there's so many there's changes that I just want to.
Yeah, I had to go back to for like for Let's Plays in order to see what was in there.
Yeah, because there was some stuff where you're just like, man, he was a dick,
Oh man, it was so much worse,
super dick,
so much worse.
super
hmm
dick.
Yeah, that's another thing I wrote. This is the last thing I wrote in my notes
You wrote
about.
super dick.
No, in my speculation about Layers of Fear too, I was just like, cause obviously the main like antagonist, quote unquote, in Layers of Fear 1 was avoiding the ghost, who is essentially his wife.
His wife.
And then I'm just like, okay, so we have the formless man in this one. Is it Now, is this like a representation of something in the actor's mind, a representation of their trauma, perhaps, or is this like a representation of somebody actually in their life or something like that?
Yeah.
And it's just like, we're not gonna get the
Or
answer.
like the part or he or she's supposed to play. Like is
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah,
looking at the trailer again. I'm not listening to it though, I'm just looking at it.
yeah.
I'm trying to get
There's so much open, and it's just
it's
like,
so weird.
yeah.
Yeah, there goes the rats. Like that okay, that's a coffin. It looks like a coffin that they run by.
Oh yeah, and there was also the thing that
The mannequins that like there's that one room where the light flashes and there's mannequins in there.
mm,
This trailer's weird as hell.
yeah, it is.
So excited.
There's also the mention of like when the director says you became an actor, so you wouldn't have to be yourself. It's like, okay, so why does the actor not want to be
Um
themselves? Is it related to the trauma they experienced?
Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. I forgot there was that shot of the thing down the hallway, like the
Ooh.
twitching thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Great.
Okay, wait. Now, there's the one part in the
Mm.
trailer where you see like a sitting area with nice couches and whatnot,
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
the
yeah,
boat.
yeah.
Did that? Please tell me not the only one who thought of BioShock when I saw that.
Oh my God, no! That was the first thing. That was the first thing. I was like, that looks like Bioshock. Like it has that like art.
Yeah, it's
So,
like that
is
art.
it going to be that same time frame?
Yeah, it's like, is it going to be in like the 60s then?
It totally looks like that.
I'm just like, ooh, are we gonna have some BioShock feels on here? Because I'm totally down for that.
Amen. Okay, there's another sitting area I wanted to look at. There's a little film. Okay, so there's a part where you see like I'm sorry, I have it open now.
No, it's totally fine.
there's like a there's like a it's like a sepia tone kind of room,
Mm-hmm.
and on this there's like a screen because they show a projector first,
Right.
and then you kind of circle around the projector and you see like a picture on the wall, and it looks like a guy maybe sitting, and then maybe a woman standing beside him,
Hmm.
and the room is like sepia tone, but then you keep playing it and it turns blue. The room turns like blue. And
Ooh.
there's two mannequins sitting at a table. It looks like mannequins. There's one in like a top hat, and
Ooh.
where the picture was a is like a grand. But then it makes me think of the mannequins that were at that party at PAX, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what's with the damn mannequins?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that
Oh,
either.
they have a close up for a second on the mannequins. I didn't realize that. They're like playing cards or something. I don't know. There's
Flash.
booze in between them though.
Flashbacks to the creepy warehouse and condemned criminal origins. Ooh.
Oh my god, ew. That scared the shit out of me.
That was pretty damn creepy.
It's like mannequins are everywhere in horror games, and every time they creep me out.
I wouldn't say every time for me they have to be used right. Like in Resident Evil 7, they just kind of stood there. They just didn't really do anything. But
That's why, but that's the thing. Like, I didn't know what they were gonna do, and then the fact that they just kind of moved around, I was
they
like,
did something interesting. I like
okay,
what they did in The Evil Within too. Is that it was very subtle, but like you know how like you walk past one section
oh
and they're like
man,
there you see some of the few of them wearing the dresses with the heads on, but even though they have no
yes,
arms, and then you come back and the heads are gone.
that was weird.
It's just like, oh no.
What makes me sad about Evil Within two?
Hmm.
Evil Within two spoilers, I guess.
Spoilers.
I I love like his wife being someone he had to face, sort of.
Yeah.
But I wanted the villain. I wanted the villain to be um what am I looking for? I wanted Mr. Valentini to be the villain for longer than he
Oh, believe me, that's what everyone says.
Mr. Valentini.
Valentini.
I loved
I love him.
I loved the idea behind him.
Oh yeah.
Like everything you dealt with, like when you walk in the room and there's like the frozen image of the person who was getting shot is like that creeped me the fuck out.
Oh yeah. It's just it was the main reason I actually conceded to watch a Let's Play of The Evil Within 2 because they said The Evil Within 2's villain is a insane artist. I'm like,
And you're like, "Yep."
well, sign me on board because I'm watching this now.
And that's like then that plus Layers of Fear, and then I was just like, dude,
And the funniest part is watching.
Sandra Cohen,
Oh yeah, always loved Sandra Cohen. It's just
dude.
the funniest part was watching Evil Within 2 is just like in the beginning parts where you don't see Stefano's face. I'm just like, he's gonna be hot, isn't he? I knew it.
Uh huh.
Uh,
Yep.
but see, did you? Okay, obviously there was some with the pictures of eyes and some like the hanging bodies. There's some inspiration with Stefano's areas of PT, but you've had to have picked up the layers of fear references in his
Oh my
areas
gosh.
too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you
Yeah.
turn around and things, or like with the camera and all of a sudden the background's a
There
hallway, I'm just like,
there
holy
are
shit.
games oh my god, I told you about that one game. What is it? What was it called?
I will forever
Did I
maintain that Stefano is the love child of Sandra Cohen in The Painter, like I swear to God.
He
He
is.
is.
Rise of Insanity.
Oh, that's right. I still need to watch that. Fuck.
I streamed it one night and I was gonna put it up on YouTube, or
Put it on YouTube.
I could just record it without, because I'm like, obviously I'm like talking to people in the stream, so I don't know how fun that'll be. But like I could just play it again. There are so many things in that game that I sit there and I'm kind of like,
Ooh, if you play it again, maybe I should just
hmm.
be on call and watch you so I can freak out the whole
Yeah. So
time.
because there's stuff I see in it that I'm just like, that can't be from anything else. That had to be inspired by.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'm not like I showed Nate. I'm like, I'm not crazy, right? He's like, no.
Oh, I love it. I love how that art inspires art, and it just keeps going. And I love seeing the influences.
No.
The fact that I remember going into the Evil Within 2 thinking I was gonna hate it. I was just like, and it's like you were really pulling all the stops. You've actually made references to layers of fear in here. You really want me to like you, don't
Hmm.
you?
Yeah, I like seeing Layers of Fear inspiration, Silent Hill inspiration. I
Yep.
like seeing one of my first games I ever played was Myst when I was younger.
I
And I
remember playing that
love
for like 10 minutes and then getting stuck
being
and I
like,
didn't
I
play
hate
anymore.
puzzles. Yeah. Like I love like the atmosphere in that game, and I just love playing other games and being like, oh, these people like the same games I do.
See,
And
Miss
to be
was interesting,
make
but it
those
really creeped me out.
it because there's no one around.
Exactly.
So creepy.
It is. I will tell
And
you my childhood old PC game, puzzle game, whatever, was King's Quest 6. That was
oh
my
my god,
jam.
King's Quest was so good.
Hmm.
I don't know what happened. There's no eight. Eight didn't happen. We're not talking about eight.
I didn't
There
even
was never
finish
a
playing
King's Quest
8.
8. Yeah. It was not a King's Quest game. There was okay, speaking of Sierra, there was a game they made that it came out I want to say in 95. And
Okay.
it was like one of those FMV games. So it has like
Oh,
actors in it,
right.
and it was called Phantasmagoria. And my
Hmm.
mom bought it because she loves horror, and she's like, "I'm gonna play this game. You want to play with me?" Even though it was like mature. So I'm like 10. I'm like, hell yeah! They're watching it, and the whole story is like there's like 7 chapters. There's 7 discs. There's 7 CDs in the
Whoa.
game because they just fit all these like videos and shit on
Damn.
them. So there's just a ton of CDs, and each one has a chapter. And basically, this couple moves into this house in New England. It's like this big mansion, and he's a photographer and she's a writer, and he's turning one of the rooms into like a dark, and she's hoping to get inspiration for like a new novel.
Hmm.
But she's exploring the mansion, and she comes across this like weird secret chapel that had been blocked off,
Hmm.
and she accidentally just lets a demon out into into the house. Whoops. Like this demon was trapped, and the demon possesses the husband. And this is I think this is where one of those like the whole like someone changing, someone
Oh,
that you
yeah.
know for so long changing in like an instant. And she didn't know obviously what happened. Like she
Yeah.
just had like a gust of air. But he starts getting flipping ass crazy, and like that that planted this like thing in me where I was like,
Mm.
ooh, when there's games about like there's like really good friends or like a couple or something,
Hmm.
or something happens. And so like Silent Hill 2, Phantasmagoria started it, and then there's Silent Hill 2, and there's
Mm.
Layers of Fear, and there's even the Evil Within, even
Yeah.
and there's usually like a kid in the deal, but it's just like that game that game built to me loving stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
But that game absolutely terrifies me. I
Oh.
still I still have nightmares about that game.
Oh, man. Wow.
The last chapter is like
Buried in your psyche.
Phantasmagoria spoilers, everyone. The last chapter is like I really want to play it on stream, but I don't know if I could get away with it. It was really controversial at the time.
Oh.
Like it was banned in Australia.
Oh wow.
um, but like the last chapter, it's a point and click, so you have to do certain things in a certain amount of time or you get killed.
Okay.
So you're running away from the demon or your husband at first,
Mm.
and you have to like you're going through the mansion and you're trying to like if you hide somewhere and he finds you, he kills you. Or if you do this and try to hit him, you get an extra like 20 seconds or something.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter what, he's going to put you in this chair because they're like a magician used to live. I'm sorry I'm rambling about
Oh,
this.
totally go for it.
Like he puts you in this chair because the house used to belong to a magician who would do like escape tricks and stuff. And it's
Okay.
basically a chair with like a pendulum blade that swings and goes down and he would escape from it.
Hmm.
And like if you didn't do something in time, this thing would like chop her head in half and they showed it.
Ooh, man.
And 10-year-old me is like, "Oh my god." And my mom's like, "Oh, you shouldn't watch this part."
That is graphic.
But then there's like the demon gets out of him, and if the demon catches you, he like tears her face off from behind.
Oh, damn.
Like this shit was crazy.
Man, games used to be
And
hardcore, man.
I know, and I just like to this day when I play horror games, I always think of that game because like that game put the fear in me.
Makes me think of like the original like Mortal Kombat games that were brutal.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that got me thinking of like two other ones because you mentioned like photographer and a writer, and that's interesting because swapped. That's
Yeah.
pretty much Alan Wake. Alan Wake being the writer and his wife
Yes.
being the photographer.
Oh my god, that's another game. See, that's another game I really. And
Yes.
it's again, it's like there's a couple and then this thing happens and he has to do like, it's the same like
Yeah. Although the PC
I
thing made me think of what's it? I haven't seen it yet. I really need to watch because I hear it's so good. Is what Sanitarium?
I played that on the stream.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, I just played that. I was like, we need to play creepy games. I was like, I'm gonna play this game because my mom also got that game when we played it because it's creepy, and I forgot how like the style of it isn't necessarily like in Phantasmagoria it was quote unquote like it was actors, so like the gore you saw looked realistic,
Right.
and Sanitarium isn't the same.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not actors like live action, and the
Yeah.
style is kind of it's not top down, but it's kind of there's a
Yeah.
word for it, and I can't remember what it is. But there's just stuff in that game that's really unsettling.
Yeah, and for some reason it's like that kind of that style of old school animation, I don't know, I find unsettling. It's like watching claymation. It's
Yes,
something creepy about it.
and the there's like the full motion video parts in it, like the cutscenes, and it
Mm.
like they're not. I mean, they're not. It's the game's from what 90
I think it's 2000.
is it?
I think
Oh
so.
my god, I can't even spell tonight. Sanitarium game. Oh my god, it was 98. It
Oh
was freaking
wow.
98.
Damn, that's old.
Oh, and it's on sale on Steam right now.
Ooh.
And I was so excited because my brother-in-law,
It's
like,
funny because I've never even watched the game or I've only seen like a little bit like
dude,
screenshots here and there. And the thing is, I already went on the forums and I was curious about it. I read up the synopsis and then I read all like the interpretations of the various levels. I'm like,
yes,
I need to play this. This sounds
I
really in
love
depth.
I love it because of that. Like the way you go into these different things, and you're like, how the hell does this relate to what he's doing?
Oh,
And then you
dude,
find out, and you're
I
just kind of like,
I'm
oh.
I'm all about that stuff. I love symbolism. I'm all about that. Love it.
And I was so scared when my brother-in-law played it because I was like, watch him hate it. And he's like, this is the best game. And I'm just like, yes. And we were talking about it. And it was
Oh,
great.
that's
Because,
great.
some people play old games and they'll be like, I don't like it. Because, you think I'm watching this with, my rose-colored glasses because
Yeah.
I'm nostalgic about it. But, I mean, even recently playing this game again, because of course I was gonna play it on stream and I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna hate this because it's old and it's weird and everyone's gonna be like, why am I watching you play this again? But it wasn't like that. It
Yeah.
it still stood up because some games they don't stand up.
Yeah, some
You play
games
them
don't.
again and you're
Yeah, but there are
like,
some games that really do hold up. I mean, it's like okay, yeah, the graphics is not top notch,
yeah,
but the thing
like
is, with a good game, what you need is essentially is I can forgive bad graphics, bad voice acting stuff. If you have a good story, that's all you
Yes.
need.
Yes. And I'm all about that. Like if you have a story that ties to itself, like it's like a big web and like the imagery,
Yeah,
I just
that's
it
essentially
just
what things like Sanitarium and Layers of Fear are. Is like the story is good, but like the way they
yes.
tell it is what makes it stick in your head.
Yeah. Cuz I think when I think back, like when I think, when I mention Phantasmagoria, I don't think of, like, I remember it was actors, blah blah. But the thing I remember most is being terrified of the story.
Yeah,
And like Sanitarium, I think of the main character and I think of what happened and all the levels. Like I think of the story. I don't think of like
that's the thing that the Chinese room were trying to push with Machine for Pigs is just like the scares is not so much in the environment what's going around you as it was in the Dark Descent. It's more so learning about the story is supposed to scare you.
yeah. I
So
love that.
yes.
I love that. You better get that in Layers of Fear too. Sanitarium is only $5 right now. I'm just telling you.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
It's like it's that that's again one of those things where
Yeah.
someone's gonna play it for the first time. I mean, even though you've read about it, it's still like
Well, yeah, I mean, but still, just reading this, I only know about the story and the symbolism. I don't know about the actual puzzles you got to do and stuff.
yeah,
So,
well, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, the symbolism in that game is A plus.
Oh yeah, I love games that have symbolism and all that kind of things. Or yes, good shit, good shit.
That's because like in high school I hated math and loved like English because it
I'm
was like find the symbolism and I was like cool.
I'm
I'm just looking
I'm a
through books.
weirdo. I like both.
How dare you get out? I'm just kidding. I'm just horrible at math.
Yeah. Well, before it started getting into like pre-calc, I didn't really care for that stuff. But everything
Ugh.
else, I didn't mind so much. Algebra, I mean, and geometry, that was pretty straightforward. I could handle that.
I see. I did kind of enjoy algebra when I understood it
Yeah.
because the first time I took it, I had a teacher who did not know how to teach.
Oh, yeah.
But
That.
then the second time, I had one and it was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. A good teacher is half the battle,
Super
honestly.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing is half the battle.
G.I.
Sorry, I
Joe.
had to. That makes me think of the GI Joe, the the frickin' old videos that people made. You saw those, right?
I don't know.
The internet videos where like people dubbed GI Joe and just made them weird.
Oh, all I think of
Oh
when
my
I think
god.
G.I. Joe is I think of what's it? Mad TV's Clops. I don't know if you ever saw that. I just
Oh
think of
my god, I miss Mad TV.
yeah. I just remember the G.I. Joe getting mad. He's like the Barbie's just like yelling at him. He's just like, I can't get a job. All these kids with their Tickle Me Elmos and Power Rangers, and I can't get a job.
Clops. It's amazing.
Oh yeah,
I'll find.
gosh.
I'll have to find the videos. They're ridiculous.
Okay.
But I think of I hear GI Joe and I think of that, and that's bad because I used to watch a show.
Mm-hmm.
But now it doesn't go to the show; it goes to like these weird dubbed GI Joe videos from the internet,
Oh.
like the beginning of memes from the dawn of the meme.
Yeah.
The dawn of the.
Dawn of the Meme.
Sorry, I saw a Bioshock sweatshirt and I got freaking
Ooh.
distracted. I need to play that game again.
Oh
That's a
yeah.
that's another game where like the story, the atmosphere, and the story were like,
Um.
mm,
I should also adding to the fact that loving art and horror. Sandra Cohen's area was the creepiest in all of
dude,
Bioshock. Holy shit!
I
I did not feel safe in that whole area.
never. I love that the freaking plaster,
Yes.
and you never knew if they were gonna come to life or
The
not.
fucking bathroom. You go in the bathroom and there's
And
this.
they're just there's you, yeah.
It's lit up. They're facing the wall, and I just looked in there. I was like, nope, and I
No,
just
bye,
left.
bye. I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out. Whatever items in there, it's not worth getting. I'm out.
And he's all like, "Go take these pictures for me." You do it. I don't want to find these people.
You know what? He was fucked up, but I had a weird admiration for him. That's why I was just like through the whole thing. I didn't want to kill
Man,
him. I was just like, you can live, buddy.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Because you can leave him,
Yeah,
right?
he can
You can let him
survive.
live.
Yep. Just like, no, I won't piss you off.
He's so weird,
He's so weird. I want to
but I
take the
appreciate
ears
it.
off.
Because like then, and I love characters. I like the artist characters like that. The crazy artists.
The
They're always
crazy
fun.
artists. I love crazy artist characters. They're just there's something so about them. I just love how like confident they are in themselves, and
And you're kind of like, yeah, okay.
yeah, exactly, and just the way they talk about shit, and also of course seeing their fucked up creations, and you're like,
Thank
all right,
you.
all right.
The when I started getting body parts and Layers of Fear, I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay. Like when I got the skin and he's like, ooh, and he's talking about it, I'm just kind of like, am I holding
Oh,
skin right now?
that just reminded me. Did you see the post I recently made about the eyeball not being brown?
No.
Okay.
I haven't been. Was it on Tumblr? I need to get. I haven't been.
Okay, basically what I said is, okay, like we've established that the whole Layers of Fear family has brown eyes, right?
Yes.
And obviously the environmental storytelling in the game makes it obvious that he's using his wife's body, right?
Mhm.
Now, it's the more likely explanation is that maybe the wife's eyes were supposed to be blue or they fucked it up or something like that, and that's just what's in
Yeah.
the game. But what a thought occurred to me, what if the reason that the eye is looking more blue than brown is the fact that he how do I put it in? I want to make sure I say this right. um
How did you
what
put it in the post?
But what if he was using other bodies for his magnum opus that he was trying to create over and over, and the fact is, like, if he was using his wife's body parts, it would only yield a certain amount of
There's
things,
only
like only
so
two
many.
eyes,
Yeah.
so many fingers, and he
Oh my
was just, what if
god.
he was ransacking graves to get more bodies to make
Oh my
his
god.
art, and he's so insane at this point that he's still thinking he's using his wife's body.
You know, I could see it
So it's just
totally.
like,
Because obviously he doesn't get it on the first try.
no. And it's very clear from his room in the upstairs that he's been doing this a lot.
Yes. Ooh, that's good.
I was just like, and also didn't help that now also looking in the game files and stuff, on the little pause banner or whatever, there's a little picture of a little demon imp thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what the
That
fuck
thing
is
creeped me
that?
out.
I've
Mm.
never noticed that. I was just like, what the
Mm-mm.
fuck?
Mm-mm. Nope.
It's like a lot
Mm-mm.
of
Creepy.
little subtle things in this that are like unsettling. Like the
I always wondered about that.
Yeah, I wonder if it ties into the whole occult thing, especially with some of the menu backgrounds having that like text, like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
from like an
Oh
ancient
yeah.
tome or something in the background. I was like, what is that? Is that supposed to be the grimoire? I don't know.
There's not there's one part I showed you the part when I think when I was doing this um the DLC where you go downstairs and you find like the picture of like the daughter and the dog, and then there's that cabinet that looks like there's a shadow on it.
Oh yeah.
That freaks me the hell out.
Oh yeah, the game loves to do optical illusions and stuff
And
like
it's
that to freak you out.
yeah, and it's like it's not even anything big. You know, it's not
Mm-hmm.
even like something major, something that jumps out. It's just weird.
It's always the subtle stuff that gets you more. I don't know, it just like gets
It's
under your skin.
yeah, it's the stuff you think about. That's the stuff you think about later, where you're kind of like,
Yeah,
I
like
don't
I
know
remember when
what
I was
that.
first getting into horror and I watched the Let's Plays of the Silent Hill games. You know what got me most in Silent Hill 3? It wasn't the overly scary, creepy stuff. It was that one point when you're like, I think it's in the hospital and you see the hand clutching the grate outside the window.
Ew, ew,
That
ew,
creeped
ew,
me
ew,
the
ew,
hell
ew,
out.
ew, ew, ew. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That got to me even more than the mirror room did. Most people don't like the
Oh,
mirror
the
room.
mirror room scares the shit out of me,
Yeah,
but
it's pretty
it
creepy.
is little stuff like that, just like
Yep. Or the mannequin thing where you hear screaming and then you go over and the head's cut off.
no, we don't talk about
That's like
that.
that's the epitome of horror to me. It's just like that subtle stuff that's just like
Hmm.
nope.
Yeah, and that Layers of Fear does that. It does
Yes.
it. It does it just enough
Exactly.
that it doesn't get like. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of it.
Although one or two of the jump scares still gets me. Every time I walk by that freaking bookshelf and the books fly out at me, I'm like, fuck you.
Every time.
Every time.
Mm. Now I want to play again.
I've played it too many times. I have like 65 hours in that game.
I don't have that many. I feel not adequate now.
Uh,
I
don't
have 30 I have 33 on the
don't feel
PC.
bad about comparing yourself to me. I've got a problem, so
I'm crazy.
I just when I get into something, I go all the way in. So it was just yeah.
That's good though. Look at all the art that's come out of it. Do you know who would be proud of you? The artist.
Mm,
It's a big circle.
I don't know. He'd probably look at my stuff and be like, "Okay," takes out the red pen. Oh, you did this wrong. Here's this perspective's
uh,
wrong. I'd be like, "You fucking asshole."
One of my favorite rooms is that little room where you go in, and I think you find the glasses in there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. And it's just him like yelling at a dude who wanted a
I
portrait.
laughed so
Oh my
hard.
god. Like, bro, chill.
I was just like, "You're so angry,
You pleb.
you fucking pleb." And then when he says, "Maybe I should smack some artistic sense in your stupid face," I was just like, this man is hilarious.
Boy, that's how you don't get paid.
Exactly.
Like, if that's what you want to do,
Oh yeah.
all right.
You do not throw a fit. Do not do that.
Mm-mm.
You'd be the kind of person to be like, "Oh, you think it's ugly? Take this." You probably like throw the canvas at them.
Yeah, like imagine being the client. And you're just kind of like, well, that's not what I was picturing. And
It,
then like, whoa,
let
dude.
me tell you something. Makes he's a fun muse to write for. I'll tell you that much. He's so
My
fucking
God.
volatile.
Oh, I'm so mad. I need to write again. I
He,
miss I miss I miss
he,
writing.
you're always welcome with the in the RP chats and the layers Discord. Anytime, pop in. It's always like
I
short little RP snippets we do all the time anyway.
I miss her.
She's such a good. That's what you know. That's
I
another
miss
thing that I love.
waifu.
That's what I liked also about the Layers of Fear is that the characters are so complicated. They're
They are,
like
and you don't
they're
even know their
so
freaking name, and you're just like,
exactly.
I don't understand
They're
them.
just like real life. They're walking balls of contradictions, and it's
Hmm.
just like real people, and I love that. Like the whole fighting between them and everything like that. It's just like I could totally see this having gone on between a couple. It's just
That whole hallway in the DLC,
mm-hmm.
like both sides of it sounds so real,
Yes.
and I'm just like, Mr. Scooter, please don't leave me. Please stay here.
Oh man,
Please.
I just freaked out when you found that document that had scripts for two other arguments that were going to happen. I was just like, "Oh my God."
Oh.
I kind of
Mm,
wish they had included them, but I guess they didn't want to have the DLC run too long. I'm just like,
yeah. Come on, it could have been a little bit longer.
that was nice because that fleshed out their characters a bit more.
Yeah. Of course, you're seeing it from her now. So, like,
Yeah.
which one?
Mm-hmm.
What if they were both not that bad?
See that's what I liked also about Inheritance is because the main game kind of focused on all the bad shit the painter's done, which let's not, yeah, obviously he's not a good person, but
Yes.
it's just like in Inheritance, at least with the father route, you get to see his good side, that he's not a complete monster, you know what I
You know,
mean?
I that 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 made me think of Silent Hill 2 because like we know what he does.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like you hear her being, I don't want to say like bitchy, cuz
It's
she was a mess. She was going through stuff and you're just kind of
yeah.
like, what is her side of this?
Yeah.
Like you don't get to see Mary's like any of it and you're just kind of
Oh, that
like
long talk in the hallway though, that's
oh
so
my
sad.
god. And that's like, you
Hmm.
know what he does and you're like, is that why you did it? That's it?
I think it's more like that's just a culmination of how she was probably acting the entire time, just lashing out at him, you know, and
Yeah.
it's just
But
I
my
don't know.
god, that's like, oh, that's a straw you're breaking there.
It's just, I guess that burnout, just let it be over already. Here comes the
Damn,
pillow.
sir. There, did you see the tweet I retweeted with those figures?
Yes, I retweeted it myself. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
They're making a dog one too.
Oh, it's so cool.
And Nate came in, I was like, look at these figures. And he looks at James and he's like, where's his pillow? I'm like, you shut up and get out.
That's why I love all whenever I see James cosplayers with the pillow. I'm just like, you're doing it right.
That's perfect. Exactly.
Exactly.
I I I a long time ago on Cafe Press, No, wait, we've talked about this. The
Yes,
pillow.
I bought your pillow. I bought it
Oh
for
my
a friend
god,
who I bought it for a friend of mine who was really into James and Silent Hill 2, and I was just like, I got it for him, and he freaked out.
it's one of those things where I was like, this is horrible and I shouldn't do it, but I kind of want it myself, so I just made it and I was like, I'll just put it up.
And
No
this is
one's gonna buy it.
just another example of It's a Small World, I swear to God.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Cause that like I was like, there's gonna be no one out there with a sense of humor. And then I see people buying it and I'm just like, oh no, there's people with a sense of humor.
And
I
I
need to
was
be
one
their
of those people.
friend. And I'm so happy I found you because you have that sense of humor.
Yes, totally. Totally down with the dark sense of humor.
Oh my
I
god.
find Robot Chicken funny. I'm down with a dark sense of humor.
It it's funny though. See?
Yeah,
Dark sense of humor.
exactly.
You gotta have it.
Yee.
You gotta have it to love games like this.
Oh,
Come on.
totally.
Come on.
Oh,
Pyramid
totally.
Head?
Oh man, I still need the figure of Pyramid Head. There's like an action figure of him, and I
There
need it.
oh, that thing is amazing.
It looks so good.
He wears cat in the hat gloves. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, he wears like
Like,
they're weird mittens. Like the fingers in the middle are closed, but the thumb
yeah.
and the pinky are free.
They're cat in the hat gloves. Those are the same gloves the cat in the hat.
He stole the
Like
cat in the hat gloves.
my sister and I were like, because I played it with her watching when it came out,
Hmm.
a freaking long time ago, and she's like, "Those gloves look familiar for some reason," and I was like, "Yeah," because there's that part where when James is in the closet hiding, and he
Yeah,
comes over and he does that weird hand thing and like grabs his helmet.
yeah.
We were like, "No, no, 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 no," and that was when we looked it up, and Cat in the Hat has gloves where like the three middle fingers are together, and then the thumb pinky are out, and we're just like,
Oh my god.
is he Cat in the Hat?
Maybe that's what's under the helmet.
He's secretly Cat in the Hat.
If oh my god, someone needs to make that meme. Like takes off
It's
the
scary.
helmet, there's cat in the hat under
It's
there.
scary. Well, okay, I know that. Well, okay, off topic.
Hmm.
I mean, it is Silent Hill, so it can kind of be on topic, I guess.
Yeah,
What is
horror.
your opinion of Pyramid Head in other games? Do you think he should be a Silent Hill 2
No.
only?
Silent Hill 2 only.
Okay, 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 okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Like, I understand them wanting to bring him in other ones, regular,
But
but they never he never worked in those.
no, he never worked, and plus I also get annoyed when they try to recreate Pyramid Head but not Pyramid Head, you know what I mean? Like the
Oh
butcher
yes, the butcher.
and things like that. It's just like just stop. Just
Because
stop.
that's what makes me mad is like you look at the story of Origins and you're like, if they actually tailored this more
Mhm.
to him, like made a new thing and tailored to him instead of trying to like, take like James's stuff and
Yeah.
this and just make it like another, like it wasn't as good. You needed different stuff that, because it was all,
Origins was not good.
I know, and it could have been so.
um Homecoming had some good ideas, but it was pretty much just Silent Hill the movie mixed with Saw.
Yes. You know, I love the music in Silent Hill,
Hmm.
obviously,
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
and
with
I
that.
like the characters.
Yeah, actually, Alex, I didn't mind as a protagonist. It's just, and I like the
And
concept behind it. It was an interesting concept. It's just,
yeah, and like how he thought he was coming back from war and this and that and this and that. But and I appreciated they tried to go back to the cult thing,
yeah,
but like the Saw aspect of it was kind of weird for me.
yeah.
And this is coming from someone who enjoys the first Saw.
I have not seen the Saw movies yet. I
And the
still need to.
second one, there are no other Saw movies after the second. I seriously, how are there like 10 or whatever?
There's a million of
There's
all
a
the slasher movies.
billion.
Yeah,
Like, whoa, dude. And I feel like the later movies like that, they're like, let's see how crazy and gory we can get. Like that wasn't the point
yeah,
of the first movie, but okay.
yeah,
So like that aspect of Homecoming threw me off because I know like weird shit happens in Silent Hill, but that was just too
yeah,
set up like a human just put him in here. You
yeah.
know?
Hmm.
Like you need
I
some weird
gotcha.
monster shit.
Exactly.
Some
Yeah.
of the monsters in Homecoming are bitching though. Like that freaking um the thing with the I don't even remember what they're called. It's like the woman with the weird stilettos on the back of the guy. Like they have their backs on each
Oh,
other.
I don't know. The only monster that I thought really stood out in Homecoming was one of the bosses. What was it? The doll, I think it was.
Ooh, that terrified me.
Yeah, that was the one I thought was really effective.
Oh, I appreciated they try to stick with the symbolism and how each
Yeah, each
um
boss related to each of the children it
yeah,
represented. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. See, they had like
See,
they were
honestly,
going, they just didn't get all the way
it's
there.
honestly frustrating because Homecoming was one of the ones I didn't like that much. But the weird thing is again the characters in the story I liked the best out of the ones post
Hmm.
four. It's just I don't know. It's just frustrating. It could have been executed so much better.
Yeah. What I'm like the only person who enjoyed Shattered Memories. I
I
have to give I have to give props to Shattered Memories for being different.
yeah, I don't know. I
Like
I'm
I
just
liked
the only thing that frustrates me is now when you refer to Harry Mason, everyone brings up the Shattered Memories
yeah,
version. I'm just like,
see,
no, original.
that frustrates me. That definitely frustrates me.
Yeah,
I appreciated that they took it and
something different. Yeah.
they did it and they sort of tied Heather in with it.
The one thing I did like from Shattered Memories was the music. The music was really
Oh my
bitchin'.
god, the music was amazing. I man,
Yeah.
he's so good. He's so good. And I love when you go back and listen to like the first soundtrack. Like some of the songs are just like "Dugga, dugga, dugga, dugga,"
Oh
and you're
yeah.
like, "All right, dude."
I will say I did enjoy Downpour, even though it didn't feel quite Silent Hill-ish at
Yeah.
times.
I feel like I feel like that game would have been better if it was like a standalone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If they had named it anything else or just named it Downpour, I think it would have
Downpour.
been just much more better received. Yeah,
That
because
was
yes,
like
standing on its own, I thought it was pretty decent.
yeah. It was like four where they were like, here's a standalone game and like, how about you make this a Silent Hill game? And they're what?
Yeah. Although at least with
All right.
four, I don't know, they seem to at least salvage the story somewhat to tie back with the cult and
I
stuff.
see that's another thing. A lot of people don't like four.
I like four.
Four's good.
Also, four was creepy with the
Fun.
whole like ghost showing up in your apartment and shit. Oh my
Ew.
god, so creepy.
I loved that aspect. I love the fact that the apartment is like your safe place.
Yeah, see,
And
that's
you
what I
keep
thought was
going back
creepy
to it.
about it, because now the ghost attacking you in your safe
Yeah.
place.
And you're like, wait a second, this was my safe place.
Actually, you know what creeped me out the most was one of
Twin
the
Ghost.
no
Sorry, that creeped me out.
was one of the scares that, and sadly the Let's Play I play didn't get this one, but I had to watch a separate video and it creeped me the hell out. When you look through the peephole and you'll see Henry's like zombified body standing outside. I'm like, oh
I ooh
yeah, that's creepy as hell.
like Walter being out there. I'm like, you're creepy. Or like Frank Sunderland out there looking
Oh,
around, or you see
spoilers,
the
but whatever. But
handprints.
finding Walter's like actual real body in behind the
That was
wall of the
terrifying.
apartment,
That
that's
was terrifying.
creepy. That's
And you have to
creepy.
go in the hole under the body. Like, I don't want to go down there.
Just to think that that's been there the whole time, it's just like,
Yeah, I was living here. Thanks.
thanks for
Like at the
that.
end of his hallway, behind the wall, there was that.
See, that's what I give Silent Hill 4 props for. It definitely has a lot of problems,
It
but
was
at least it was
so
scary.
unsettling.
It was scary. Like, I mean, there are some good moments in some of the other newer ones, but none of them really got to me. Like, again, the latest was 4. 4 really got to me at some
Mm.
points.
The only thing I really didn't like about four was the backtracking.
Yeah, everybody hates that, and I can see
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
like the one thing that
That's like the unforgivable sin. It's just like you go back to
yeah.
the same levels over again.
I wouldn't mind going back to them if you didn't spend forever in them. Like if you just
Oh
revisited them for
yeah.
like a minute and you're like, oh, it's this place again.
That and the second half of being one long escort quest, so there's that too.
Mm, don't let Eileen die. Like I could never give her weapons because
Uh,
she would stop and hit things and I'd be like, come on, come on,
oh yeah.
come on. And the thing is, I love Eileen, so I don't
Yeah,
want her to get hurt. But I'm
I know.
like,
She's
let's
really
go,
nice.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Though
Stop hitting that with your purse.
while we're on the subject of yeah, because we were talking about like
Escort
Pyramid
missions. I'm
Head
just kidding.
not being allowed in other Silent Hill games made me think of the fact that
Mhm.
was another reason why I didn't like the first Evil Within because they had a Pyramid Head knockoff and I was just like, are you
That's
kidding me?
right.
The Keeper.
I forgot about that.
Lockbox
That's the
head.
first thing I thought of. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I got to see a picture of him.
And it's like,
I
okay,
don't
yeah,
know.
his design is at least
That's
cool, but it's like,
he's
come
like
on.
he's like square head,
Exactly. Box head.
safe head.
Safe head.
You're oh my god, yeah, I completely forgot
He's
about
like, if you
that.
took Pyramid Head and the Butcher and combined them together, that's the keeper.
See, there was this boss in the first this boss is in the first one. There was that like that creepy spider lady in the first.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
She was creepy.
yeah.
She terrified me. And then you got to like
Oh
boss
yeah.
head and you're like,
Since I've gotten like since the DLC is in the second game now, I've been a little bit more forgiving towards the first one. And it's like, yeah, there were some good monster designs in the first
yeah.
Evil Within, like the what was it, the light, the what's it, the spindly lady with the light for a head.
Ew. Ooh.
Yeah.
No. No.
But okay, let's not deny the fact that Anima from the
Nightmares.
second is kind of inspired by the Layers of Fear ghost. Like, come on.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. See, and that's the thing that I feel like when I'm watching games like that and I'm just like I'm just seeing what I want to see. I'm
But
just see I'm just hoping it's inspired by Laser Fear, but there's some stuff where you're just like,
see, I know it's not me because I saw other people talking about it and stuff like
okay,
that.
good.
That's because when I made that a side by side GIF set of parallels between Layers of Fear and the Evil Within 2, and somebody reblogged it and
Yes.
said, "See, I'm not the only one." I was like, "Oh, good, it's not
Thank
just me.
God.
It's not just me."
Oh man. Mm-mm. There's so many things.
But you know what? I'm okay with that because it
I'm
makes me
okay with it
happy.
too.
It makes me happy to think that Layers of Fear contributed to Stefano.
Look at our baby. We're so proud of
We're so proud of him.
what year did Layers of Fear come out? 2000.
2016,
Okay. When did the early access come out?
2015.
It was like a year before, right? Was it
About
a year
6 months
before?
before.
Okay. God, has it really been that long?
Oh yeah, that's why. Have you seen? You should look in the Discord or
Okay.
in the fan arts thing. There's a long comic, or whatever. I'm gonna post to Twitter and at Bloober Team for the anniversary, the third anniversary of the game.
Oh, that's right. That's oh my God.
And I have it already ready because I was just like, I need to get this done.
I must get this done.
Exactly. I was just like,
I I must do it.
mm-hmm.
Um, sorry, I was just looking in here at all the art I've been missing. I need to look.
Aw.
I can't. Oh, I can make it bigger here.
Oh yeah, it's a long one.
Oh, I like this style.
Yeah, I got inspired by the Little Red Riding Hood style.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why I'm like, this looks familiar. I like it. Oh my God, this is amazing. And you use the font and the little oh parts hanging. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah. See,
Oh
I wanted to make this for a long time because, like, every time I heard this flashback, this is what I visualized, and so
yeah.
that's what I decided to put it together.
Oh my God, I love that you use that style.
Yeah, I'm kind of
What
glad too.
day? What day is that? What day? What day is the anniversary?
February 16th.
16th. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Um,
Saturday.
this picture of the wife. Hello. What?
Yeah, I
The
know.
one after that.
Yeah,
Good Lord, people.
she looks smoking there.
Right? Damn. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I was damn too. I'm like, I swear to God, I'm
Damn.
just like, if I swung the other way, she would totally be my type.
Thank you. She can play instruments.
Oh yeah,
She's adorable
she is adorable.
and hot at the same time.
I
I
was like,
love I
the two are a power couple. They're both hot.
they seriously are. Like there's the article that's like, "Oh, and she looks stunning." And no. I'm just like, you know everyone will look at them like they're the best.
Exactly. Power couple.
Relationship goals.
Relationship goals. And then
Maybe not later.
yeah, a few years later, they're like, oh, not anymore.
Never mind, I take it back.
Yeah.
But they had a nice daughter. She's
Yes.
fabulous.
Aw, poor baby didn't deserve any of
Oh,
this.
God, I know. And the sad part about that, I'm sorry, I'm like getting real here, but
Mm.
like there are so many kids that have had that kind of stuff happen,
Oh yeah.
like to for their like they just don't have parents.
Mm.
So I play games like this, and I'm like, this is a horror game, and it's like it's a story, it's fiction, but all these horror games that we've been talking about, there's stuff that ties back to reality, and that's one of like the creepiest
Oh yeah.
like mm,
Oh yeah.
because these are escapes, but then you're thinking I'm escaping instead of escaping into like gotta go.
Well, you're escaping
Escaping
into a
to the
tragedy, which is essentially what the first
yeah,
layers of fear is. But you know what? I'm a
exactly.
masochist, so I like those kinds of stories.
There you go.
I want to emotionally torture myself.
What do I want to do today? Cry.
Exactly.
Bing, bing, bing. Check off, check off. I've cried today. I've checked all my list off.
Oh God, I've certain point on in Machine for Pigs that always makes me cry. I'm like, this fucking game came out over 5 years ago, and it still makes me
Don't you?
cry.
Shit. Yeah. I still like Silent Hills 2. I'll play Silent Hill 2 and I'll just be like, I know what's happening, but I'm still like, mm.
Oh man, it's also yeah. There's some points where have you ever played To the Moon?
No, I need to play that.
Oh my
And
God,
the reason I haven't played it is because I've heard that I will cry, and I'm just
shit
like
gets real in that one. Oh
yeah,
my
every
God.
time I'm like, I need to play that. I think, do I want to cry right now? No.
Well, it will have points of where it will make you both laugh and cry. So the
Oh,
crying
that's
doesn't
the
come till later.
hardest though.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's
then you're
so
just
good.
like, did they make another game recently?
Yeah, they made another
Or kind of
in
recently?
called Fighting Paradise. I thought it was good. It was definitely very
Yeah.
strong, but it wasn't. I don't know. I liked To the
It
Moon a
wasn't the
little bit
same.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're both different kinds of stories. So,
I'm just putting off To the Moon because
well,
I.
it's okay. Well, thankfully it's a short game. You can complete it in about 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Also, like
Not
Maze,
bad.
which you can complete in 4 hours.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
I love the
I
fact
have
that
the
you're enjoying that.
oh, I have the fourth part of that uploaded. I just need to like link it.
Oh,
Like that game. When you sent it to me, you're just like, this has talking corn, you need to play it. I'm like, and then it was one of those things where I'm like, shit, I still need to play that. Finally, I was like, damn it, I'm gonna start. And right when I started, and there's like corn walking away, I'm like, what did she send me? Because it's one of those games that I would hear about every now and then, but
yep.
I didn't know anything about it except didn't I like maybe that I heard the corn talked at some point and I forgot. And you're just like talking corn. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, this is
And
one of those games you just have to see to believe.
yeah, and the not even that. Like I loved. I'm not done with it, but I love the talking corn.
Hmm.
I love freaking Vladdy, man.
Vladdy's my favorite.
Like
He's adorable.
he, I can't even. I don't have the word. When I put him together, I was like, oh, this here, this can fit here, and then like he comes to life, and I'm just like, oh no.
It still cracks me up that when he yells at you or yells at the corn, he's actually just
Yeah, he's
talking
like,
in cute teddy bear phrases,
right?
apparently in Russian.
That's awesome.
Yeah, did you see? I posted a link.
Yes.
Yeah, there was like somebody. It's like somebody
Oh,
was watching Christopher Rod play it, and they apparently understood Russian. He's saying generic teddy bear phrases like "I love you" or "Reading is fun" or something
so
like that.
awesome.
Like that is hilarious.
That and then like then I'm like, man, Vladdy's perfect. Then in the video, the fourth part, I can't. Does he have a name? I
Oh
can't remember
wait,
his
did you
name.
did you
The
find?
the freaking fanny pack corn.
You know what his official name is?
What is his official name?
The Cornucobra.
Oh my god, it's even more perfect than I thought it would be. Like the I didn't think anything could be better than Vladdy, and then I'm watching through the grate, and like I see his fanny pack, and I'm like, oh my god, he has a fanny pack. And then I loved him, but then he left the room, came back, knocked a glass over, and laughed and left again, and I was just like, oh shit, Vladdy, you got some competition here.
He's pretty great.
Oh man, I love his voice.
Oh yeah, yeah. When Christopher Rod played it, he called him Lispy Corn. I'm just like, yeah,
Oh, he's perfect. Lispy cool.
Lispy Corn.
I just love that he comes in the room and knocks shit over, and he's like, "All right, bye, I'm done now.
I
I'm
know
actually done."
he's so great. I love the game's sense of humor. It's just
It's so good,
it's so good. It's so slapsticky. I love it.
and I love. There's like the slapsticky stuff, and then there's stuff where you pick sticky, funny, but where you pick up stuff and you like you examine it, and it just says like something completely unrelated.
Hmm.
It's like this is a
Yeah.
book by this person. He was writing a mystery about, but then the book was about how this guy was looking for his pants. It's like,
Yep.
what?
And you're picking up irrelevant rocks all over the place.
Yeah, and they all have names.
Yep.
I love that they're names.
Yep.
Man, that game is so good.
It's
I
it's great.
I I love like we're talking about senses of humor.
Hmm.
There's like I've been playing 2 Point Hospital,
Okay.
and it's this game. Did you ever hear Theme Hospital? There was like theme park, theme hospital, like old
Oh,
games
yeah.
where you like run a theme park, you run a hospital, run this. And
Yeah.
I got Theme Hospital like during a sale on GOG, I think. And because I was like, I enjoy games like this, I'll play it. And it was really funny. It was good. It was funny. So I heard there was a spiritual successor coming out and I got excited, and it's called
Mm-hmm.
2 Point Hospital. And the sense of humor in this game, it's like it's that perfect line of like one of the illnesses is called mock star,
Mm-hmm.
and you see people come in and you can tell they have it because they're dressed like Freddie Mercury and they're walking around like him and they're like snapping their fingers and they have a big mustache,
Oh my
and you have to
god.
send them to psychiatry to fix it. And then there's like people come in and they're gray and called gray anatomy, and you have to send them to
Oh.
chromotherapy so they get their color back.
Oh
Like it's
man.
just silly stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like Maze has that kind of stuff. 2 Point Hospital, just I love that. Like
Yeah.
it's stuff where you're kind of like it's stuff that you never would think like that's really funny until you see it in that situation. You're kind of like
Right.
like rocks with names, okay. But then the way they say like they're talking about how you pick it up and you're like how they talk about how like you're stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you pick up stuff and they're like and you looked at it like when you pick up the bag of garbage in the kitchen
Oh
and they're
yeah.
like you don't know why you picked this up but you did. It's just like this game's coming at me. Just like the sense of humor like that in games. I love that because you
Oh,
don't see it a
totally.
lot.
Oh, totally. Oh man, if you, it's a similar sense of humor in the Fable series. That very British sense of humor. I love
Oh
it.
my god, yeah, dude, I need to play. I love those games, and I'm so
Hmm.
sad that like they didn't continue them.
Yeah, there's a whole long article about why it didn't come to fruition because they really wanted to make it happen, but
Ugh,
bullshit happened, and then
of
yeah.
course,
Ugh, but
we know bullshit, Konami.
yeah, it's I don't know why all my favorite franchises have just like ended without any solid resolution. Dead Space, Fable,
Oh yeah, Dead Space.
yeah, Dead
That and
Space,
that,
Fable.
dude. I'm so happy that Layers of Fear 2 is coming out because I was like, we're never gonna see this again. There's never gonna
Yeah, I
be.
was always wondering if it was going to be like a flash in the pan thing because when they started making observers, like okay, are they just going to make one-offs? I guess.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then they announced I don't remember what they called it, but like a long time ago, it was like Bloober and Guns working together on Project.
Hmm.
Can't remember what it was. I think it was like an artist name or something. And it was just like, oh, they're working on a new game, and I didn't think for 1 second it would be Layers of Fear 2.
I didn't either. I really didn't
And
think
then
they were going to make a sequel, but
right, and then suddenly they were like, boom, and we're just like, oh
I was
shit,
like,
oh
holy
shit,
shit.
sound the alarm.
Oh yeah.
So now I have to go play Maze.
It's
Man,
so
what
good.
was so say the name again? Oh.
Cornucabra.
Cornucobra with a fanny
This
pack.
insolence was not be tolerated.
Oh my god, he's perfect. It's so hard because there's Vladdy and there's him, and I'm just like, I love
Yeah.
you both.
Yeah, Vladdy's pretty great.
He's angry. They're both angry.
They're both angry. Yep.
Man, so angry. I need to make a list of games that I feel like we need to make a list of games that we feel have Layers of Fear inspirations in them,
Ooh,
just so we can see how far it's reached.
that would be interesting. I really need to go look into more. Oh, that reminds me.
Hmm.
That reminds me of another one actually that does have some layers
Ooh.
inspiration in it. It's not out yet. It's an early access version right now.
Mm.
Visage.
Oh my god, yes.
That looks actually legit
Yes.
creepy.
Dude, the like
It's like a mix. It's like a combination of a lot of
it's
different indie games because it has
yeah.
a sanity mechanic like Amnesia. So.
And there's a part where you pick up the camera
Mhm.
and you start taking pictures and you see like the drawings on the wall. I
Yeah.
love that shit.
Yeah.
And by I love it, I mean I love it, and I'm never gonna play it because I'm gonna have to watch someone else play it because I won't be able to play it. Can't touch it. It looks
Yeah.
so good though.
It looks very
I
nicely creepy.
I feel like I hate the fact that Silent Hill is canceled, and we're never gonna get that because PT was like
Yeah.
so magical. The one good thing that came out of it, I know there's a lot of clones of PT, and
Mm.
obviously they're all not good, but I love the kind of stuff it's inspired.
Yeah, because you can see it. Again, you can see the inspiration and well, you can see the inspiration of it in good horror games that incorporate
Yeah,
that inspiration well into the framework.
without it just being like a copy.
Yeah. Although, I
Because
mean, Bloober
man,
does have like one room in Layers and in Observer where they directly call out to it, but that's Easter
oh well,
eggs.
yeah, but that's like not the whole game either.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I see, you know how a lot of like I don't know if a lot, but like the ones I watch, there will be let's players who will play like a few horror games,
Hmm.
like short horror games.
Yeah.
And some where they're just like it's just like a looping hallway, and they'll be like, "Is this another looping hallway game?"
Oh
Because
yeah.
people would just make them because they're like, "Oh, I'll be a hit
Oh,
like
it's
PT."
oh yeah, it's the same thing like when FNAF took off. There was a whole bunch of FNAF
Oh
clones that came
yeah,
out.
oh
It's
my
the
god,
same
yeah,
thing.
oh my god, we haven't even talked about
Oh yeah.
FNAF.
But oh yeah, it's the same thing also when Amnesia came out. Everyone started copying
Yes.
Amnesia.
And see, Amnesia had the custom story, so I feel like they could have just made a custom story.
Yeah, that too.
They could have just made a custom story.
But what I like about the fact that Resident Evil 7 and the Resident Evil 2 remake are gaining traction, what makes me happy is to show that you can also do horror, really good horror, even when
Mhm.
you're fully equipped with guns and stuff like that. Like, I like
Yes.
that they kind of bringing that back, you know?
Dude, 7 creep me out.
Oh yeah, 7 was creepy. There are definitely some tense creep. Oh god. All I'm gonna
Ugh.
say, Resident Evil 2, all I'm gonna say is Mr. X. Holy shit.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Screw him. Mm-mm, we're not talking about him. He's not
Everybody,
real. What are you talking
oh
about?
my god, it was so funny watching Cry play because during his stream, whenever
I need to
Mr.
watch his one.
Yeah, or you could also watch Markiplier play it because Cry hasn't edited his streams for the his playthrough, so it's a little
Oh,
bit
but
of
that's
watching
fun,
all.
and you get to
Yeah,
see all the
but
like
oh my god,
everything.
yeah. But whenever Mr. X would show up, he would just legit scream. It was
Dude, he's
hilarious.
terrifying, and it's like
It
it's
is,
just like he's a big dude in a trench coat and a
and he
hat, and
keeps
you're like,
following, and he knows where you are, and he
but
keeps following you, and you
man,
just have to keep fucking running. It's like,
there. I see that's the I can't do that. Like if something's chasing me, I'm like, mm-mm, nope. Mm-mm.
yeah. See, like that's how good it is when I can just watch it and feel the tension of oh my god,
Yeah,
hurry up, keep running, holy shit.
because you don't and you don't have control over it, so you're like, oh god, are they gonna make it?
Exactly.
It's like watching a good horror movie.
Yes, they
And
did it right.
people don't understand Let's
You did a
Plays.
good
Come on.
job, Capcom. Good on you.
When I hear people like, why do you sit and watch people play video games? Why don't you just watch it? It's like, why do you sit and watch sports?
Exactly. Well, one, I don't have the time, patience, or money to play these games
Money,
myself. Yeah,
dude.
a lot of these games are like $60 a pop. I don't have that kind of money.
And the thing with them is like, if I see someone play it and I like it, I'll buy it at some point.
Yes.
Support them and play it myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna eventually
Like,
play The Evil Within 2 on my own, but I'm not. I probably won't
see?
buy the Resident Evil games just because the gameplay style is not my jam. The limited
Well, yeah.
inventory thing.
Dude, I suck at that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
That's
not good at
like
that.
going back to Silent Hill 2. Like, James just sticks everything in his pockets. And there's that
Exactly.
part where you have to, like, unload your inventory to get on the elevator.
Yeah, you have to get
I
rid of
just picture
everything.
him standing there, like, here's a key, here's a key, here's a health drink, here's a knife, here's this gun, here's this other
Here's a
gun.
shotgun. Here's a rifle. Here's
I love, though, that the only thing you can take on the elevator is the picture of Mary and the letter.
oh my god.
And that just, like, creeps me out. Because,
Mm.
it's specific. Like, you could keep one key and the elevator's like, But when you drop that one key and you still have the paper.
You know, that's another
Come
thing
on.
that just Silent Hill. I love all the subtleties of it is just amazing. Again, because the whole thing being the letter being imagined in his head.
Yeah.
The game doesn't announce to you at what point in the game that the letter finally goes
It just,
blank,
it just goes blank.
and you're just like, wait a minute. And like all the Let's Players I've seen just eventually notice it, and they're just like, wait, why is the letter blank? It's just
Yeah.
like it's
This
so
said
subtle.
something before. And
Yeah.
over the years there've been so many theories about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mind still got blown by all the different theories. Like there was where people were like, her body's in the trunk. And I was like, what? And then I thought about it and I was like, oh no. What if it was? Ew. Because what happened like 3 days ago. I think so years ago. And I mean there's so many things. I like when you can have theories, like a couple of theories that work.
Right.
Because then there's, you can just keep talking about it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Because when it's so straightforward, you're like, all right, we know everything. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. What was fucking Mr. X? Oh. Okay, I was watching there's a thing on YouTube that this guy does. It's called Boundary Break.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think I've seen that show.
Yeah, and he like goes. He'll get if people have
Oh,
ways they can
he
use
did
the
the RE2
camera.
remake?
And there's a part where he just sees like he's pulled out and he can see like some of the police station
Mm-hmm.
and he can just see Mr. X walking around
Oh my god.
and it's so creepy. He's just walking around and you're like,
Yep.
ew.
He's in there with you.
And if you describe him, he doesn't sound creepy, but then you see him and you're like, get away from me.
Exactly. Like on his
It's like,
own. It's the same thing with the gatherers from Amnesia. You take them out of the game, they're pretty goofy looking, but you put them in the
yeah,
game and all of
put
a
them in
sudden
the
they're
game.
terrifying.
Don't come near me.
Exactly. It's like, please fuck off, Flappy Jaw. Get out.
Flappy jaw. Oh my god. Did you ever play Eternal Darkness?
I played it for like an hour and
That's the one I keep forgetting about. Oh my god.
yeah, somebody once came over and we played it for an hour and then, yeah, that was it. Never played it again. I really
That
need to.
game, like, I didn't know about it before I played it, and it had been out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my friends was like, "You should play this game. It's a good horror game." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm sitting there playing it, and I'm like, "This is cool." And all the weird shit starts happening,
Yeah.
and it like I think one of the first things I saw was it pretended to delete the file,
Oh.
and I was like, um, and I looked at my friend, and they're like, "Oh no, what's happening?" And I'm just like, "Oh, this can't be real."
Yeah. And we're
Just
like,
like them in the game.
mm-hmm. Very meta.
Or if it acts like it restarts the game.
Yeah,
And
I had that.
it was still at the point because it was a while ago. It was a while after it came out, but it was a long time ago. So I had one of those we had one of like the big dinosaur TVs,
Okay.
like the really big, like the back is huge.
Yeah, the big projection TVs, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're so big.
Oh yeah.
And I was playing on that. So the volume bars and stuff still look like the ones that were in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they fake turn the volume down and fake do like it was still the TV was still old enough that it looked like that. So I was like, "What? Are you turning the volume down?" And my friend's like, "Nope." Just like, "Mother of God, this game needs to chill out."
Gotta love that stuff.
And I would like forget about it because you go through all these different stories in that game. Like you play as all these different people,
Mm-hmm.
so you're thinking of you're in another story and you're like paying attention to what's going on with that character, and then it does one of the things again, and you're like, "What the?" And then you're like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Ugh, that shit. See, that shit creeps me out. When you, the fourth wall thing always creeps me out.
Yeah. It's very I guess the best example of that recently is probably Undertale doing that stuff.
Dude, dude. I'm sorry. I call everyone dude, and I say it all the time, and I'm sorry.
It's totally fine.
Dude. I love that game.
Yeah. I
And
didn't
I
play it
know.
myself because I'm not much of a bullet hell person, but the whole
Oh
setup
no,
and
that shit. I can't. I'm. Mm-mm.
yeah.
And like I couldn't. I could never do. I could never, even if I was good at bullet hell, I could never do the genocide round because
Oh.
I love too many of the monsters.
That and if you do a genocide run that puts a thing in the registry where it'll always
Yeah,
mess up even when you do the nice
it's
end.
like you're a butt. I saw what you did.
You're a bad person.
You're horrible. But the way that it did that,
Oh yeah.
and like when it, because the other thing that gets to me is glitches.
Oh
Like when
yeah.
I was younger, there's an 80s movie called Legend. Off on another tangent. There's an 80s movie called Legend, and it had Tim Curry in it, and he basically was like the devil. He was like darkness, and he had this amazing makeup. And like Tom Cruise was in it. He was like really young, and it was a fantasy movie. And I mean, it's one of those movies now that everyone else watches it and they're like, "This is cheesy," but I watch it and I'm like, "It's so perfect. There's unicorns."
Aw.
But there's this fucking goblin that comes out of the swamp, And the makeup in this movie is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And like the goblin has this big weird back and this like weird face, and her hair's all stringy, and she's big nasty fingers and fingernails. And the VHS, like the tape, when I was watching it,
Mm-hmm.
I was little, and the tape paused on its own on
Mm-hmm.
her face, like screaming,
Ooh.
and I was like, "Oh my god, where's the remote? Oh my god, where's the remote? Oh, I can't find it." And I like ran upstairs. I'm like, "Mom, help!" Like when that kind of stuff happened, like
Yeah.
that traumatized me. And then you get like Nintendo games where you turn them on and they'd be like something's not connecting all the way, and it would be like weird pixely like
Oh yeah.
messes. Like glitchy shit really gets to me. So when Undertale started doing that stuff, I was just like, no,
I guess you
no,
didn't take it
don't do
when the
this.
vision got all wonky then in Observer.
Oh my god. Mm-mm. That was one of the things that really got when I knew they were doing a cyber trailer. I was like, oh,
Oh, well, they do a similar thing
oh no.
in a Soma if you get too close to some of the enemies.
Yes, I was watching Nate play that, and that was terrifying. I was like, I'm gonna sit here and kind of watch, and when you get your woman, I'm gonna look down at my computer and
Oh man.
do a thing.
Once he
But
finishes that, you come
oh,
and talk to me because that ending is. Oh boy.
that game is crazy.
Oh, it
See, that's
is.
another like you have to hide. Like I can't. I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
They'll be like hide, and I'll be like, where? Here it comes. There
It
has to
also
be.
doesn't help that the enemies in Soma are much smarter than they are in Amnesia, so.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. 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 I'm thinking about him now. Mm-mm. Now I'm gonna go to sleep and be like, no, all this talk of horror game.
I love it. I love horror games so
Watch, I'll
much.
just have like a dream about, you know, the Silent Hill birthday party
Oh my god.
or whatever. I'll have a dream like that where it's just a bunch of horror game characters like, yay! And tomorrow I'll be like, guess what? Guess who had a birthday party in my brain last night?
Just have Pyramid Head cut the cake and the plate and the table.
So good.
Good shit. 10 out
I
of
love
10.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's like the dog ending is one of my favorite
Oh my god, the
things
dog
now too.
ending.
It's so good.
I love how
And
such
I
a
love
scary ass game just decides we're gonna have a dog
yes!
ending.
And they went all the way, like the credit song and everything.
Yeah.
They're like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. And
Mm-hmm.
you're just like, they did it.
They did the thing.
They went there.
Yeah. They dared.
They went there, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get that dog figure. Man, it's cute. He's at the little control panel.
Aww.
It's really cute.
Hmm.
I'll dream about the dog ending. Speaking of dog, I love when I look at Twitter and it's like, please enjoy this footage of a dog digging a hole. Yes, animals.
Good
I can't.
good
Yeah,
pupper.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes,
Give
good.
me horror games and good, cute animals on my Twitter.
There you
That's
go.
all I need to survive. Did I say horror games
Yeah.
and cute animals? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
and maybe some Star Wars. That's fine.
There you go.
That's all. I wish they'd give us a date because waiting without a date to know when this game's coming out is like,
Oh yeah. The for layers 2?
yes.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
I keep
know.
looking over at the trailer page and I'm just like, I was hoping at the end of like the panel or like at the end of the video in the panel they'd be like something something year just so we would know
I
like a
guess they
date.
don't know yet. They're too early in because they did say they don't even
Yeah.
have a playable build yet.
Oh my god.
So I'm
See, I
just
wish
like,
I knew more about game development,
yeah, I do. I
like
kind of wish too.
the stages of it.
Yeah, because you can't even really go off the first layers of fear because the early access that at least was most of the game there already
Yeah,
done.
that
So
was
it's just
so much
like,
of the game.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's probably gonna be if they don't even have a playable build yet. I'm gonna guess it's probably not at least till next year. But that's just
2020,
probably
2020,
2020.
2020. Oh my gosh. So now, okay, so now we're gonna have artist and the actor.
Artist in the, yeah, well,
What's next?
I
Who's
keep
this?
calling them the painter because I'm like, they're both considered artists now, aren't they? So now I can't call
True.
them the artist. Now I have to call them the painter
The
and the
painter
actor. Like, freaking
and standard for
Bluebird,
women.
give them names, please.
God, I know.
Please give them names.
They had to call them something.
I know. I'm just like, or okay. How about at the very least, could Layers of Fear 2 at least do a shout out to the characters for at least give them a last name, give them a family name?
That would be cool if they did have like a news article or something and it did give you something more than
Yes.
what you got. Because it'd
Just
be like, oh shit, look, we finally have blank.
which is bizarre because you get pretty much every other kind of information about the family. You get their
Yeah.
address, you get their phone number. It's like,
You
come
get their
on.
dog, you get their freaking dog information. Like,
Freaking Papio. I can't believe they oh my god, I can't believe they did that with the
they're
name.
like, yeah.
The
Then
name
they're
meeting.
like, here's his certificate from when they got, like, they won't give us a name, but they'll give us
The dog's name.
the dog's name and the dog's like
Oh, yeah,
breed
they'll
information.
give names to everybody else. They'll give names to
His
his agent,
editor, his
his
agent,
his publisher, his
the
lawyer.
lawyer.
Nobody else.
Mm-mm. Nope. They'll show like the art critics names or
Yeah,
like the dude who thought she sucked at piano or whatever. It's like I don't want that asshole's name.
I know, right? So
Give me
speaking of
their
which, can we
names.
finally have a freaking a crazy artist who finally kills their critics, please?
I'm surprised that hasn't been a thing.
I know, right? I'm actually surprised Stefano didn't do it.
I'm surprised too.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't, yeah.
No, he just killed fashion models, I think it was.
He's so weird. I
He's a
love
weird
it.
boy.
I wish he was the villain longer.
I do too. Theodore was boring.
Yeah. That's
He,
like I appreciated the wife and then him, but like just put them together. Just
yeah.
cut out the middleman. I forgot about that whole part. Just cut it out.
Yeah, it's just like he's just the boring. Oh, I just want to take over. Blah blah blah. It's like,
Have
eh.
you ever watched of Haunting Ground?
Yes, I have.
Oh my god, like that's like the last villain. It's
I've
like the
forgotten a
first
lot about it. Unfortunately, it's been a
they're
while.
the second one that you're running away from is
Mm-hmm.
like that creepy robotic maid with the purple hair.
Oh yeah.
And she like screams at herself in the mirror. That
Oh
is one of
god.
my favorite like villains in a horror game ever. Like everything behind her and what's going on.
Oh
And
yeah.
just like there hasn't been enough of that kind of
That haunting
like there's
ground.
always like, oh, these here's an angry old dude who wants power. Like
Yeah. The
what?
the gameplay style of haunting ground and constantly having to do puzzles and stuff while you're constantly running from things, it reminded me a lot of Clock Tower, like the third one.
Yeah. It was like people always call it like a clock tower game that is a tower, you know? And
Yeah.
I don't know how I played it. Because I played it and beat it, and I suck at those games. But I was like, this dog gives me power.
I think yeah, it's probably the dog.
I love the dogs.
Oh my god, I remember when Cry was playing and he accidentally kicked you and he was like,
Oh
"No!" He was
no!
so upset.
There's an alternate like costume, quote unquote, that you can get for him
Uh-huh.
that makes him look like a stuffed toy.
Oh.
It's the cutest thing ever.
Dude, that reminds me of like when you get out of the secret room in Layers and then you see the stuffed dog
Oh my
walk
god, I
by
love that.
and then Mr. Scooter and the rat. Oh my god, it's
And the
great.
rat. That room blows my mind.
I just wonder if that was just a bunch of like early access shit they didn't know what to do with and just threw it in there. Like this
Because
was originally part of the story and not anymore.
it's so weird, all those weapons and shit in there.
I think that was probably because like the hammer has a flashback thing in the early access version where he's just like where it kind of implies that he's trying to fix the wife. so
Oh
I
my god.
so I think that's what the other items were probably for.
Because there was like there was like the blowtorch.
Yep, and the shackles
Yes.
and the best part, which cracked me up, which is the nitric acid, which is the other name for aquafortis, which is mentioned in
That's
Amnesia.
oh my god, yeah. Oh, that was so
Yeah.
rat poison and all the baby doll heads.
Oh yeah, that too.
I also like the little cabinet that you had to open like 10 times.
Oh yeah. Like, am
And
I
the
going
note was just
insane?
like, yeah, like, um, well, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, since we're back on layers, if you've got any like headcanons, theories, questions, I think it's probably a good time to bring it up if you
Oh my
got anything.
God. I probably do, but I can't think of them.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to do it again. Oh no.
Oh no. Horror, you know,
Weekly Layers of Fear chat where we just
weekly
freak out on the
weekly
flat.
horror podcast. I'd be down for that.
Right? That would be awesome.
Yeah. But I mean, if you want to, like you said, you wanted to go through layers again anyway. So if we play through
I
it, you'll probably come up with stuff you want to talk about.
we should I guess we could play it. I'm trying to think of a way to play it like together with no lag.
Hmm.
Like on stream in a way. Do you know what I mean? There has to be a
Yeah.
way to do that.
I know. I don't know how you would stream it then to everybody else, but I know if you play it in Discord, I can watch you in real time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If
Because I'm
there,
sure there's stuff we could come up with while we're playing.
yeah, because again, like the thing with the rats you mentioned in the Layers of Fear 2 trailer, I hadn't thought about that with the
Oh
direction they were
man.
going. So it's just like if I put our two heads together, we can probably come up with some interesting theories.
Oh god. Just think of when the second game comes out.
Oh boy, oh man, I'm gonna be play that 50 times. I'm gonna
Right?
get all the notes. I'm gonna get everything. I'm gonna analyze the motherfucking shit out of it.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I can't believe there's another one coming
I
out.
really didn't expect that.
I didn't either. Like when I saw the tweet, I was just like,
All I
this
can
is fake.
all I can think is, let's like please have some connection back to the first one. I'm just like, you know what? If it is quite a bit further in the future, what if this is like the painter's descendant or something like that?
Ooh,
Like that would be cool.
that would be cool. Like the whole well, there's a whole thing about it running in the family.
Yeah, they say insanity runs in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Let it
And that was the daughter, so here we go.
run. Mm-hmm.
What if
Yeah.
she's an actor? No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
She did
she
have a
she
daughter.
did have a daughter. Maybe that's the daughter's daughter. Mm. Oh, dude, I made a promise to the Layers Discord
What?
that if I find a connection, like a
Oh
legit
god.
connection between the two games, I will stop playing the game and like boot up my webcam or something and just like scream into the camera for like 10 minutes.
That would be awesome. Guess what?
I was just like, I knew it! I fucking knew it!
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
Yep.
It would be. There's a freaking physical copy of the freaking soundtrack in the Switch version.
Yep, that's what I got. It's so cool.
Yo.
It's just like, this is so old school because CDs are like out now, but I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
I love how it looks like a record.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I also like they did finally give a poster of the bloody flamingos, but I'm just like, it's folded. I don't like the folded posters.
Yeah.
That was the one benefit of me getting the Staples printout of the rat lady on the canvas for my cosplay. Like, hang that sucker up.
It looked so.
I wish I had been a fly on the wall when the Staples employees were printing this out. Like, who
Oh
needs
my
this
god.
picture?
They were like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
And then you come in and you're like, it's Layers of Fear. You should play it.
Exactly. Oh yeah, it was great seeing the reactions to it at the con. People walking by it like, what the fuck?
What is that?
And then of course my friend having the great idea of like, put it against the window. We're looking out onto the pool, and all of a sudden we hear, and okay, and then all of a sudden we're getting ready one day. All of a sudden we hear
God.
banging on the window, and then we're like, what the fuck? And then we hear,
Were you on
don't.
the ground floor?
We were on the third floor, which was the same floor as the pool.
Oh, nice.
And we just hear banging on the window. We're like, what the and we don't say anything. And all of a sudden we just hear people muffled back going, just saying, just don't look at it.
Just don't look.
It's like, this is how you introduce the public to Layers of Fear.
If you don't see it, it doesn't see you.
If you don't see it, it doesn't exist.
Oh my god.
It was
That's
so
awesome.
funny.
This is your lifeguard. Don't do anything stupid.
Oh man, I'm so freaking jealous of freaking the rat lady cosplayer that used to live in Russia. I'm
That
just like, why can't you live closer? We could do shit.
dude she looks so good.
She does.
It's terrifying. It's like she just popped out of the painting. Like, here I am.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I was just like, oh man, we could do so many cool photo shoots with you.
We could.
Yeah. I
Photo shoot.
mostly I just want to go over and just do the Will Smith pose of like, there she is.
Oh my god. Dude, we totally need to do that picture one.
Mm,
Dude, I'm sorry I keep saying.
totally fine with me.
Whenever I get super excited, it's dude. That needs to be a cosplay picture.
Hmm?
The freaking Will Smith pose.
Oh yeah.
For like we need to get a poster of like fur boy and put that in a frame and then you could be like, look at this, and everyone's like,
Just we gotta figure a time or spot to whatever.
I know. Oh my god.
We'll say I managed to snag a hotel and stuff to Otacon. Just saying.
That is a DC.
Yeah.
Man, I wish there was a place like the Selma Mansion but closer
Right. Yeah.
because it was so good. It was so perfect.
Yeah.
Whoa. No. Don't move in there. No. I'm gonna start hunting for places now.
Do it. Oh my God. If you find anything closer,
Man,
that'd be great.
be awesome.
Cause I need more excuses to bust out my layers cosplays.
Yeah. Cause it's like not the biggest community.
No.
It's
Yeah.
one of those.
Dude.
It's one of those
Dude.
things, though. Like if it got too big, it'd be like the
On
fandom.
on Twitter, what the day that that Bloober team noticed the Rat Lady's cosplay, or whatever, like post your other cosplays. That's when I was like super child laying in bed looking at my Twitter feed, and that's when I jumped out of bed wide awake all of a sudden, like this
Oh
is
my
my
god!
moment.
Oh my god! Or is it like the rat lady and then you and then I can come in and put mine and that'll be it.
You should post
The
yours.
only
You could reply to
cosplay.
them. I replied to them. I actually had to post it again the second day because apparently it didn't show up to some people. I was like, ah, fuck, they probably didn't see it.
Ugh.
And I had to post it again. But
I Twitter needs to
yeah.
not act up like that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they did manage to see it. The Layers of Fear 2 Twitter retweeted him, so it's like, yay!
Oh.
So you should totally respond to them. Respond to the Bloober Team post and also tag the Layers of Fear 2 account. And post your stuff.
I haven't even put up all the pictures from freaking 3 years ago or whatever yet. I'm just like on everything.
Aw.
What is this place?
I
There's
remember
a
you seeing
apparently.
all those like high tech like photos and you're having like nice things on the community blog and stuff like that. I'm just over here like I don't know what I'm doing.
Dude, I never know what I'm doing.
Not gonna lie, the
No one knows what
first year
I'm
or
doing.
two I know you, I'm just like every time you notice something I did, it's like, oh, senpai noticed me.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm
Because I
serious.
was like that about you.
What?
I was like, oh my god, there's this person. There's this person who likes Layers of Fear. My god. I was so hyped.
Oh, I was
Woo!
just like, oh, please notice me. I need your approval.
I didn't think anyone else, like, I was like, I'm posting about this game.
You
No
posted
one.
at the perfect time because it was just when I'd really gotten into it and you posted in the tags about like anyone want to talk about it with me. I was just like, I am here for you, fam. I am right here.
I was like, please, someone has had to play this game.
Yep.
Please.
Oh man, that's why I'm just like whenever somebody wants to talk to me about this game, I was like, can somebody explain it to me? I'm like, are you ready to open this
Have you
can of worms? Are you
have you
ready for this conversation?
There's that. Have you seen Psych before?
I've seen like one or two episodes, but
There's the main guy and then like his friend
yeah.
Gus. There's like I wonder if I can find it. There's like there's a part where I can't even remember what's happening, but there's like you see a like a police not interrogation, but it's like a table in a police station.
Mhm.
Like you see an empty spot where a person should be and he just slides in
Mhm.
and like steeples his fingers and it's like that's you when you just come in somewhere and you're like I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
It's so and it's like that's what I use when someone's having something I like and I'm like here I am.
Yep, slides up that or that the just just like let me tell you about layers of fear.
Did someone say layers of fear?
Oh my god, my friend Vince in the chat right now actually drew a little chibi of me back when I still had glasses, and it was just like a little me peeking out, just going, "Say, did someone say layers of fear?"
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Yeah, I was like, it me.
It's a perfect image.
Exactly. The resemblance is uncanny.
Okay, did I find one?
Granted,
Let me find one.
I'm the same thing when your friends on stream were playing Amnesia. I'm just like, someone summon me.
I I hear amnesia.
Exactly.
I hear someone descending into the dark.
Mm-hmm. And they're just
Here.
like at pretty much in the second half to the rest of the end of the game, whenever they needed help, I was just like telling them in detail what they needed to do.
That was perfect. No, no, because that's one of those things where they would have wandered around.
Yeah, I played it so many times, and oh man, let me tell you, it's I played it so many times I gotten so used to it. Oh yeah, Chip is great. I played it so many times, but I will say it. I did get a I don't know how to put it. Like I stepped back in time when I played hard mode for the first time,
Ugh.
back to when I first played the game and how scared I was, because that's actually I was even more scared playing hard mode because I didn't want to mess up because you go all the way back to the beginning.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, hard mode is
Ooh.
there's much less items, obviously. You can
Yeah.
only save with using 4 tinderboxes. Um, and so obviously if you die, you go back to your last save. There is no auto saving.
Oh my
Monsters find
god.
you easier. Their attacks are more powerful. The water monster chases you faster, and it's also more
I
powerful.
That thing terrifies me.
See, the interesting thing is the water monster actually didn't scare me until hard mode because they made him faster.
Ugh.
And oh, and also if you get to 0 sanity, you also die in hard mode.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah.
Wait, that was like a new thing, right?
Yeah,
When
yeah, you
they
don't if you
Okay.
get to 0 sanity in normal mode, you don't die.
And they never had a hard mode when it first came out. It was just one
No.
mode.
No, yeah, like also achievements too were added later. It's all new
Ah,
stuff.
okay.
Hard mode,
Man.
oh my god, yeah. And hard mode made me terrified of amnesia again. It's like, oh god.
I love this feeling.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, me and Scoots played through it. And we both had different reactions. It's like, ah, this is the only achievement I'll ever be proud of, Frictional. I hope you're happy. And then Scoots was just like, I hate you guys. Why'd you do this?
Perfect.
Yep. But I needed to do it just to have my internal validation of me being good at playing this game.
Yeah. And you did it.
I did it. I only died 6 times.
That's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But what would have sucked is if you got like super and then it was like, here you go, now you're dead. Now you gotta start all.
Yeah, well, eventually they do give you just enough tinder boxes to save every so often. You'd have to just I tried to save in strategic points, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it's freaking rough.
And terrifying.
Oh yeah, but then there's Justine. Justine's always on hard mode.
I I loved watching that TLC.
Oh, it's great.
Like, it was fun. I know
Oh
it's not supposed to be fun, but you know what I mean.
yeah. Oh my God, freaking Mallow though. Oh my God.
Like that was one of those DLCs like Whistleblower where you're like, man, I love. But it's one of those things that wouldn't be right if it was part of the main game.
Well, yeah, and I also like the fact that the Amnesia sequels are not, they're kind of like indirectly linked together, so it kind of like expands the universe of the story. So,
Yeah,
like that. It's all about the orbs, man.
all about. That sounds like
Warned you about the orbs, bro.
that sounds like some sort of like drug or something. It's all about the
Dem
orbs.
orbs.
Watch out for those orbs.
I'm not saying it's like the History Channel with their fascination with aliens. Like I'm not saying it was orbs, but it was
Aliens.
orbs.
It was orbs.
It was orbs. It's all orbs.
Mm-mm. Don't hand me this bullshit. Give me some abandoned mansions.
Oh God.
Now I'm looking.
I will say the very first Resident Evil remake is what made me terrified of mansions.
That game is creepy.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
That was
That was
back when I
really
was in the
good.
horror closet when I was not ready to come out yet because everything
You were not
terrified
ready to
me.
be like,
I was not
I
ready to
like
come out.
horror.
I was 13. I had the fascination, but I did not have the stomach yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had nightmares for like a week. I had to put my nightlight back in.
understandable.
Yeah. But you know what? Gotta give props to Resident Evil, especially with the second one that came out, the remake.
Mm,
They're making zombies like kind of creepy again, which I
they
appreciate.
are, they are, and that's hard because there's so many
They're
zombies
so
out now. You're
overdone.
just like, yeah, you're just like, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
more zombies.
Mm-hmm.
More
Doing it right.
zombies.
Doing it right. Makes me happy.
Maybe one day they'll do sound.
Oh, I know. Someone remake the first game. It needs it.
Please do the thing.
Oh yeah. I remember reading what's that? I think Game Informer and then talking about like when Silent Hill 3 was about to release and I was so fascinated. I saw the concept art of the nurses and being like this is so creepy and
Mm-hmm.
wanting to know more about it. But I wasn't ready until about 6 years later.
But you did it.
I did it.
You got there.
And I finally did rewatch the original and remake of the first Resident Evil. I was just like, "Oh, this is actually not that scary. It's creepy, but not scary."
Yeah. Although creepy's good.
Creepy is good. Oh, it's funny that one. Was it that one journal note? Itchy, tasty.
Itchy tasty. Like my favorite is still the Jill sandwich.
Oh my God, yes,
I
that's a classic.
like the delivery of it is just so perfect.
Oh yeah, gotta love
It's
that
kind of like
cheesy acting.
so good.
It's like a B movie you keep going back to. It's just
That's why it's so awesome.
yes.
The B movies are the greatest.
Oh yeah, like watching The Room. I mean, come on.
Oh my god.
Oh hi, Mark.
Oh hi Mark. Where's the Silent Hill and the Oh hey Henry.
Oh, oh my God. I think somebody's made that crossover
They
before. I'm just
have
like,
to I must find it.
I know it's so
It
hilarious.
perfect.
It is.
It perfect.
You're tearing me apart, Eileen.
See, it's perfect.
It is.
Oh, now I'm on a mission. I gotta find a place
Oh
that would
no.
be good. Photos. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna do it.
Do it up.
There's so many places. Like, there has to be one that works.
Oh, I hope so. Cause yeah, I'm. Which one would you want me to take? My painter or my
Oh God,
ghost?
I don't know. All,
Both.
everything.
My ghost
Daughter
cosplay.
too.
Oh, okay. My ghost cosplay, I'm actually really proud of because I did. Aside
God,
for the mask, I did everything else myself.
that looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
So perfect.
Actually used my oil paints to stain the dress.
Hey, look, you're
Yee.
canon.
Exactly. Hey, I got an easel that looks like his because I've got a problem.
Yes.
Hmm. And I
It's
realized that
not a problem.
and I also realized he must be a strong motherfucker because that thing is heavy, and
Is it heavy?
and for him to be able to push that over in the loop ending, it's like, damn, sir.
Damn, you're mad, sir.
Damn.
No, I can't find one right now, but I will.
Okay, well, definitely
I'll
keep
be
me
on my
posted
hunt.
because
Yes.
we've been talking about doing cosplay stuff for so
I
long. We gotta do it.
know.
We gotta do it.
Especially since, like, we're the only ones, except for someone.
In Russia.
Where is she from again? Russia? Oh my.
Yeah, I'm just like, if only you could have, like, fly over here.
Let's invent teleportation.
Or they like start a GoFundMe. Get her over here.
Yeah, right?
Pay
Be
for her
like, we
plane
need
ticket.
layers of fear pictures.
Exactly. We all need to
No,
come together and have a group photo. Oh my
we could
God.
all just meet in Poland
There we go.
and storm the studio and be like, we're here
Oh man, you know how
to
cool that
say
would be
thank you and
to
take
be in
pictures.
cosplay and get photos with the developers.
That'd be awesome.
That's my dream
That
to do that with
oh,
frictional too. Like,
I
oh,
am I'm so bitter that they had that panel at PAX South.
I know, right? I'm
It's
like,
like,
I wish I could have been there. The only downside is I knew if I went up to the mic and asked the questions I wanted to ask, they wouldn't answer them anyway, because it'd
yeah.
be too spoilerific. So I'm just like,
You'd be like, what are their names?
what are their names? I need
You'd
you
be
to
like,
tell me everything about the actor and
right now.
And also, I love you guys, and you
But you still need to tell me.
still need to tell me, and also fuck you guys for ruining my life.
Fuck you guys for my life.
I mean, I swear, I have this bookshelf, and the last main section of it is just dedicated to my Layers of Fear merch.
Heck yeah.
There's my, oh god, I love my painter and wife plushies. They're so cute.
Those are adorable.
They're so fucking cute.
Have I seen the latest picture of your Layers of Fear section? I can't remember if I have or not.
I don't know. I mean, I could just snap a picture right now.
Yes.
I honestly, what I need to do is, find a nice spot that can lay out my entire collection now.
Oh my gosh, with the stuff with the press kit stuff.
With the press kit,
Couldn't find the word.
because I have all the retail copies of the game for all the systems that it's on right now. Got the plushies, the press kit stuff, the toys, the rats.
The
Um,
rat,
has
Mr. Scooter.
paint palette, the rat lady picture, my cosplays, the shirts and the hoodie I have, and I think there's one or two other things.
After I washed that shirt, I hugged it.
Oh, yeah, I was just like, well, I got the painter
Mm,
shirt. I'll give you wifey shirt.
wifey.
Yee.
I can't wait for people to be like, "What is on your shirt?" And I'm be like, "Let me tell you."
Oh, that's great. I got the painter and I got the bloody flamingos. They're
Oh,
fantastic.
the bloody flamingos are so.
The mingos, they're a classic.
That's one of my favorite things. People are like, "Is he painting flamingos?" Yes,
Yes.
he is painting flamingos. His final portrait will be of flamingo faces.
You know what I need to complete this set, honestly?
What?
I need to commission the person who made the plushies to make a half-size plushie for the daughter, and then I need to get
Oh,
the daughter's portrait in
oh
that
yeah.
same
Wait, which
framework.
one? Which one would you get? The the one.
I probably would do both. I would probably order from that place we can switch back and forth between the flower, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, because that was the one at the end.
Yeah, the one at the end, I think.
Yeah, that one is so cute.
It is cute. I mean, honestly, both portraits of her are really cute. The one with she's like standing like, I'm strong." That's really cute too.
It's so cute.
I'm just like, of
And
course
then
she's
there's the
cute.
one
She
where
has two hot parents. What?
the wolf one where you're like, oh,
That one is pretty cool though.
that one's creepy as hell.
I love it.
Like the first time I got that one, I was just like, did this go there? It went there.
A thought just crossed my mind. I'm just like, don't say that.
Oh my god.
Should I say it?
Say
If the painter had a persona, it would be a wolf.
it. It would.
It would.
I was thinking, I was like, there was. I'm so mad about this. Like, one of the things I was gonna get you for Christmas, and it
Ooh.
like fell through.
Oh
So
no.
I would like this to be a thing, but now it's kind of like I feel like you would like you could help with this
Oh,
because
okay.
I didn't know exactly what to pick. I was gonna get pictures of the wife and the painter as like Animal Crossing characters, but
Oh.
I didn't know like I was gonna make him a wolf,
Yes, he
but I
totally would be
wasn't
a wolf.
sure what to make her.
I'd say a cat.
Yeah, like part of me was like deer, cat. Like I was
I
trying to
think
think of
her.
stuff that
I think both her and the daughter would be a cat.
that would be so cute. But I was just like,
E.
I want to do this, but then the person I was contacting just like vanished, and I was like, oh,
Aww.
because I sure as hell can't draw. But I made something for you, and you're gonna get it soon.
Aw, thank you.
2 Christmases late, or
That's
whatever.
okay.
I swear I'm the slowest person with everything.
That's alright.
There's also something else I got, and I hope you don't have it,
Okay.
but I don't know. So we'll see.
Alright, well, I'm just about to. I'm just throwing it at you in the Discord. This is not my full collection. This is just what's on my shelf right
Of
now.
course it's not.
Of course not, because I have too much.
It's so cute.
Yep. Also, you can see in the background that's her hairbrush.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Has
That like that box is like next to my workstation at all times. Not that
Oh.
I need it to like do anything art wise, but I
Well,
like looking
let me
at it.
tell you something. It was a lot of fun to put that together. I was just like, you know
That
what? If you
oh,
can't afford to get the Layers of Fear press kit, you're gonna get Layers of Fear press kit Wife Edition.
waifu edition.
Yep. So I pretty much I studied the like jewelry box she's got on her thing. I was just like, okay,
Yes,
we're gonna make it look like that, and that's just what I did.
it's so perfect because I saw the top and I was like, oh,
I painted
jewelry
that.
it's perfect.
Eee.
Rub my face on it. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. But I pet it because I was very excited.
Yep, and I even had to Photoshop together the freaking label for the medicine vial to print that on there.
Dude, that was one of those things I picked it up and I was like, I was staring at it and I was like trying to remember where it was from, and then I finally remembered. And God,
Yeah.
because that's one of those parts that like there's just so many things to pick up
Mm-hmm.
that I had to like go through them in my head, and I was like, yeah, this is at that one part.
Yep.
So perfect, so perfect.
Had to do it. I'm just really glad I did. I was just like,
It's awesome. I love it.
yeah. I kind of
I
wish I had been
love
on
it.
call when you had opened it just to hear your screaming.
I was like making noise, and Nate's like, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" I was like, "No, no, 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 no." I was like, "Come here."
Yep. And
And he
also,
just he looked down and he was like, "Oh my god, look at this
yeah.
magic in my hand."
Oh yeah,
Mm.
the earrings I commissioned to look like my
Those are
wife's earrings.
amazing.
Yeah. I still have yet to wear mine. I
And they're
ordered
like,
two sets for, yeah.
I like them because they're like, they're fancy on their own too.
Yeah, they're pretty.
She has taste.
Oh yeah, she's got class.
I love her outfits, like all the paintings of her.
She's so beautiful.
Right.
It's like,
Ugh.
damn, sir, no wonder she was your muse. She's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that
Like the first time I saw Lady in Black, I was like, I'm done.
beautiful
I'm
lady,
done.
step on me.
Right? Exactly. That's the first thing you ever said to her. No.
Oh my god.
I love your music. Step on me.
Oh my god. If they were okay, them as a modern couple, please. Please, yes.
It would be perfect.
Uh-huh.
She'd be like, what?
But you do realize what that means she'd have to say back.
There's so many things.
Choke me, daddy.
I love how we're just like devolving now. We're like,
Oh yeah.
ooh, we're all talking about all these theories, and then we're like, step on me.
Step on me, pretty lady.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, I'm not sorry.
No, we're not.
I'm not.
I mean, no.
Yeah, I'm looking back at the thing I put together for you. That gave me the excuse to finally use that wax seal I got.
Oh yeah,
My custom wax seal.
it's so
I
cool.
miss making those. Those were fun.
Dude, make another one.
Oh, well, you know what? You
How
know what?
many did you wait? How many did you make?
How many wax seals do I
Like
have?
how many? Yeah, how many ones did you get? Did you
Um,
get a?
I got one for each of my muses. So I have one, just a letter D for Daniel. I
Mhm.
have the Mandus logo for Oswald from Machine for Pigs, and I have that for the
Oh,
painter.
okay, there were three.
There are
Because I
three.
remembered you had the Daniel one, but I couldn't remember the other one.
Yeah, the two,
But
the
that's really cool.
yeah, because I found a site where you can, if you put in a vector image and give it to a certain site, they'll make a wax seal for you.
It's so fancy.
But I don't know. Hey, maybe I should just start sending you in character letters more often.
Oh my
We could have
god, I read that and I was like, oh, hi.
like a back and forth thing going of like the notes they
I'm
would write to
getting
each
the
other.
feels. You're just gonna get a note that's like, I love
I love
you.
you so much. Or that, or I could start with the
Cry.
passive aggressive notes if you want.
Oh my god.
It's like, stop bothering me when I'm working.
All my letter will be like, bring me my medicine, please.
It's like, please give me my medicine.
Now.
And P.S.
Stop
Fuck you.
drinking. Look, P.S. Drinking won't help anything.
Exactly. Oh my god, this is what that's also what makes this couple fun. Is they got the best and the worst. They got the lovey-dovey shit and the oh my god, I want to strangle you shit.
Right? And it's like you'll read one and then 20 seconds later you'll read another one and you're just like, holy shit. Like,
Like, damn.
wow. The same people.
Like, holy shit, like the one argument thing that didn't make it into inheritance, which she says, like, berates him, saying he's just a little boy with, like, dreams and stuff like that. I was just like,
Yes.
Honey, that's harsh.
Damn, girl. Damn.
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 That
That's me the
hurts.
whole game.
Mm,
Damn.
I know, right? No, no, what the whole game is? The whole game is oof.
Yeah.
That's the whole game.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
My heart.
Mm-hmm.
Great. We're gonna go through that again with Layers of Fear 2, I bet.
Oh, probably.
Awesome. I'm
I don't know
so
if they'll. I
excited.
don't know if they'll quite hit all the notes that I had in layers because layers again hit everything I pretty much
God,
liked.
what if they did and more?
I don't know. It was awfully specific with layers of fear because like
Yeah, it
I had
was.
just come off my obsession with Machine for Pigs when I went dove into layers and it was just
Mm.
like I was like, oh, another story about a father and whatnot, and it's just
Just what I
like,
need.
but like they made it even better because like with Oswald, I love his character and everything, but it was like he had two sons. With Layers of Fear, it's like he has a daughter, and like father-daughter relationships I love.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to also add the fact that he has fucking sideburns.
You've got a thing.
I've got a kink. I can't.
You've realized.
I
You're
I
like, great.
it's like really you had to do this to me, and it like affects me even more with Layers because at least with Oswald in Machine for Pigs, that was just my headcanon of how he looked, because he has no official way that he looks. With
Yeah.
this, it's just like, oh shit.
Well, should I have a picture?
I have a type. I hate this.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Don't lie. We need more merchandise for Layers of Fear.
Yeah, we do.
We took steps forward with the shirts, but come on now.
Hell, I want more merchandise for Evil Within too. Where's my Stefano slash Obscura figure? Hello?
I was gonna be like a little Stefano figure.
I want it so bad. I don't
I was
care how
gonna
expensive it is. I need it.
Dude, could you imagine like a statue?
I want it.
Fancy ass statue.
I want it. So bad.
Beautiful.
Can you imagine Layers of Fear statue?
My God.
Ooh. Take my money.
Right. No, seriously, just fucking take it.
Just take my fucking money already.
I will fly to Poland and give it to you. Just take it.
Can you imagine just flying all the way over there, knocking on the door, and just being like, just take it. Just take it already. You already own my wallet.
Right? Just take it now.
Just cut out the middleman
Just,
here.
yeah, just send me stuff when you're done.
Exactly.
That way there are no fees. No PayPal fees, no credit card fees, just take
Man,
my money.
the only thing I don't have in my possession is the thing they gave out to certain press for the latest release of Layers of Fear, where they gave
Oh,
some people the
yeah.
giant picture of the rat lady. I'm just like, I want it.
Did you see the stuff they had at the panel?
No.
Like, God, I can't remember what it was. Was it a shot glass or a glass or something?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was just like, it's horrible. I was thinking of people like taking pictures of their napkins and stuff. Like, I want it.
Thank you. It was a shot glass. That was what it was.
It's like I want the napkin. I want the shot glass. I need it.
I also loved seeing people pose in front of the mannequins,
Yeah.
and then the mannequins would move.
Ooh. Creepy
No,
fuckers.
I bet you there's people on fucking eBay.
I don't know. I looked
You
on.
gotta watch eBay.
Yeah, I gotta
Just
keep an eye on it.
out, cause
Oh, trust me, I do. That's how I
right?
found the press kit eventually.
Because you know people will be like later they'll be like, oh, I don't care about this anymore.
Oh yeah.
Mm, mm,
That's why I finally caved and got the Switch and PS4 copies of Layers, and was like, all right, my collection is complete for now.
I need to get this Switch. I want that soundtrack. I need the Switch one.
Yes, it's really good.
I love that it's a record. I love that.
Yep, and on the front case of it, it's the Lady in Black, but with all the music lines over it, like an Inheritance.
Oh,
I'm like, this is so cool. It's so old school, but I love it.
you mean when you get them feels when she's like, I'm gonna go take a bath now? Like, I
Yeah.
hate my life.
Oh,
I hate everything.
yeah. This game is nothing but pain.
Right? But we keep playing it.
Layers of tears.
Layers of tears. Holy shit! Why haven't we said that before? Why have I never heard that before?
I've said it a number of times because.
Oh my god, how have I never heard it? That's amazing.
Layers of tears.
Layers of tears. Just crying.
Just, yep, just nonstop crying.
Aw, they made a little thing that said, Congratulations, Rockstar Games.
Aww.
So cute.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Mm, 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 I'm getting a bunch of shit that is not. I'm getting lots of Junji Ito pictures. I'm not sure why. I searched for layers of panel party to
Oh, that's
see
because
what the
Junji
thing
Ito
was.
made a comic called Layers of Fear too.
Oh, that's right. I've
Yeah,
read that.
yeah.
Dude, have you read his stuff?
No, but it looks pretty creepy.
Holy.
Apparently, there's an anime version of it, and apparently, there's one part that made a friend of mine in the Layers Discord think of the Painter's Wife, so they posted a screenshot in there, and I edited it to make it look more like them.
Awesome. Okay, I don't remember seeing this picture.
Actually, I'm gonna throw it at you here.
Okay.
Yes, because it's.
I'm gonna send you this.
I'm gonna send that to you too.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And the all I really changed was just their physical appearances, like the background, the picture he's holding, all of that's
Oh, that's awesome.
just from the anime.
I don't remember seeing that screenshot before.
Oh, that's new.
But what is that?
I'm
Double shadow?
I am getting BioShock Burial at Sea
Mm-hmm.
vibes. Definitely Burial at Sea vibes from this.
I know I would get super hate for it, but I like worse. I like BioShock 2 even better than Infinite
I can
because it
understand
was
that.
Rapture.
Yeah, I liked all three
Like
games. I think BioShock 2 got an unnecessary rap though. I don't know. I don't see
it
it's that bad.
I know. Did you play the DLC?
Minerva's Den. Oh my
Oh
god, the
my
feels.
god, that ruined me.
Oh, that was so good.
It was so good.
Eee.
And people don't give that credit. They just like they played BioShock 2 and they're like, I hate it, so I don't play in the DLC. But it's
Ah.
good.
See, I'm very forgiving when it comes to this stuff. If it's got a good story, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not completely consistent with the first game, but who gives a shit?
Yeah,
If it's good, it's good.
exactly. So are there other screenshots on here that I'd never seen? I like that came up when I looked for the panel.
I don't know if you
But I
find
like
anything else, throw it at me.
the double shadow poster.
Yeah,
Like, out.
yeah. It's giving me such Bioshock vibes. It's just freaking hell.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Also, this gives me. I'm trying to think what kind of. It's giving me something, but I can't. I mean, kind of give me Silent Hill vibes.
Let me see here.
That the thing coming out of like the
Oh, I think that's supposed to be like what the shapeless, formless
yeah, that's
man.
what the thing in the hallway in the trailer looks like. It looks like that,
Yeah.
but that
That is so creepy, man.
ugh,
I love it.
pumped
Oh
hands in the
man. Especially
walls.
with the whole old film style, that's especially creepy. I'm gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
terrified.
it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be awesome.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait, even though I'm gonna have to wait like probably another year.
Uh, mm, just thinking about the wait
Mm,
and crying.
yeah.
You know my life, waiting and crying.
Waiting and crying. Life is pain. Waiting and
Oops.
crying.
Pain, waiting, and crying.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only screenshot on there. But if I see any more,
Yes, definitely throw them
that
my way.
that
Or hell, even throw them in the Discord.
fun looks fun.
Mm.
Double shadow, double shadows or shadow.
I didn't know.
Been original. Links are spoopy. Yes, I'm sure I want to go there.
God,
Oh,
Discord.
okay, it's double shadows,
Ah,
multiple,
gotcha.
not just a double of one.
Hmm.
What does that say? Production
Is
of
it bad that you saying
sequels.
that? It made me think of Double Rainbow.
Double shadows all the way across the
But
sky.
but you know what? It could still match with that meme because it's the whole same thing of what does it mean?
What does it mean? Man, that was one of my favorite videos. Just so he was so it was such an innocent time. I'm
Exactly, full of wonder.
full of wow, what is a meme?
Mm-hmm.
Double rainbow. Way.
I love the fact that we're just comparing Layers of Fear to like memes. I like it.
Right? We've like again, we just like
We've devolved to this, and I have no regrets.
how about those memes? Layers of fear. Layers of tears. Layers of tears.
Layers of Tears.
I can't even remember what I'm doing. I can't remember doing half the time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We need
Layers
to
of Deer.
keep layers of Gears of War. Layers of Gears of Warframe. I was gonna be like Fatal Frame, but I can't put. I'm just gonna make a big line of video.
Layers of Beer.
Layers of beer. Too bad he drinks wine. Damn,
He drinks whiskey.
that would have been perfect. He drinks
Yeah.
everything but beer.
He's a man of class, don't you know?
Like here's wine bottles, here's whiskey, but
Wine and whiskey. He wants the hard liquor.
apples. I don't.
Yeah, that too.
But apparently they're running out, but they're really not.
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yeah, that was one of your favorite notes, right?
That's my favorite fucking note in that game. I can't even deal. Like, I love that you see it and there's like a knife on the counter, carrots or something, and you just pick it up and there's blood on it.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
What?
it's torn off of something, and you're just like running at apples. Okay. And then you just turn the corner of the next room and
Full.
it's like 1,000 trees just shook all their apples off in the fucking room.
Yep.
And there's a fire going, and all the apples are like, we're just sitting here having a good time by the fire. Like, are you sure you're running out? Because
Exactly. It's yeah. His mind is fucked beyond all repair.
I think that would be my question at the panel. I'd be like, what the fuck with the apples?
You know what? That's a legit question. That doesn't require any super hefty spoilers. It's just like,
I
what the fuck?
I felt bad. There was that one girl who asked that big question about Observer, and they were like, well, they're not here right now, so we can't answer that. And I was just like,
Yeah, I felt bad, but at the same time, I was like, don't bring an observer question to a Layers of Fear panel.
true.
If you really need to know, ask them on Twitter. They are available.
I was gonna say they do respond
Yeah, well, maybe not always,
well.
but most of the time they do.
God, where was that? Was it on Facebook?
Hmm.
I think it was on Facebook. I did I message them or post on their wall or something? I can't remember, but I was like, I haven't been able to write in like a year, but thanks to you guys, I was inspired and wrote a fan fiction. So thanks for getting me back on my train.
Oh yeah, yeah. You wrote in probably the only Layers of Fear fanfiction that exists right now.
Maybe there's more by now.
Aww.
I need to write more of those. That was fun. But
Me.
like, I thought if they responded at all, they would be like, "Oh, cool." But like, the page messaged me and was like, "That's so cool. You know, we're really excited when our stuff inspires people." Blah 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 blah. By the way, do you have a link to it? I'm like, "Oh God,
Aw.
don't."
I understand
I
that.
was like, "Here, I guess."
It's like that. It's like that panic you feel. That panic I felt when Frictional was just like, "We're gonna see all your fan works now." We're like, "Oh no,
Right?
oh
Right? And you're like,
no."
"Oh no, no."
Especially like, don't look at my Tumblr. I've drawn the painter shirtless a number of times.
Don't look at the weird ones I've done.
Don't look at.
Don't look at these fan fictions. Look at these. Don't look at
Yeah.
these arts. Look at these.
Exactly. Just look at the ones I put in the
You just-
tag.
Send them to a tag that's like proper for Bloober Team to look at.
Exactly. Bloober team safe.
Bloober Team safe. BTS.
Yes, BTS. Please don't look at this other stuff. This stuff is embarrassing.
Safe for Bloober Team.
Yes.
It's safe for work.
Safe
at
for
Bloober
Bloober
Team.
team. SFBT.
They'd be like, "What's not SF?" And be like, "Shut up, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about."
You don't know. You see nothing. Do not look in my. I had to get rid of the not safe for work tab because Tumblr hates that now. So I named it
Ugh.
Zera's risque art. So I was like, just don't look in that tag.
Dude, what did they do?
They fucked up. That's what
It's
they
like
did.
all of a sudden, and then they like change the color of the damn background.
It's really annoying too because like I mean it's not like I draw porn or anything like that, but I sometimes would draw risque or whatever kind of stuff, and that was like the only place I felt comfortable posting it.
Yeah.
Now they're just like, oh, we're gonna take that away from you. It's like, oh, fuck you guys.
My favorite thing was like no female presenting
I
nipples.
know, so
Like, what the
stupid.
fuck does that mean?
It's so dumb.
Like, I mean, you have to like present it like here it is. Like, what do you?
I guess male presenting is totally fine. I love the time,
Yeah,
but it's hilarious to me because all the times they've been like, "Oh, we're flagged one of your things," and any of the
it's
times
like,
it's been on something legit, being like, "Oh, that's a penis," but they still allowed it back in. It's just like that is a legit dick hanging out, and you let that back in. Tumblr,
oh
you
my
suck at this.
god. Yeah, I love their like you have posts that have been flagged, and I look over them and like nothing in them at all.
The
That's
best
like,
the best part is the one sexual picture that actually could fall under their guidelines of being taken off. They didn't even flag. They
are
didn't
you
even notice it.
serious?
Yep.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. They
Like
fucked
at
up.
least make your shit work.
They suck so hard. They suck so bad. I
God.
was like, okay, that's fine. At least all my art's still up. Heh.
Yep. People can still see it.
Yep.
It's
Well,
all good.
that's why I made the not safe for work channel on layers, because I'm like, if I make any future ones, I'll just dump them in there.
Yeah.
I dumped all mine in there because I got a problem.
It's okay.
Yeah. But
It's
you should
okay.
you need to jump on the server and start hopping in the RPs.
I do.
Because Painter Muse is definitely feeling conflicted now that Wifey's popped back in the picture.
Waifu.
Nee.
Waifu ghosty goo.
Ghost Wifey's here to cockblock you.
Mm-hmm. Here I am.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
Okay.
Awkward. It'll be great.
Oh my god.
GRE. Great.
She meets her sees Stefan, she'll just be like, who is he?
Who is he? I kind of love him, but don't.
Which is hilarious because my friend who RPs him is just like, he probably would if he didn't know, like the painter would, he probably would hit on the wife too. It was just like, oh my god.
Oh my
We
god.
made a joke. It was like he probably would make some stupid joke about probably be like, "Isn't me just like feeling threesome in here?"
Oh my god. That'd be amazing, actually. Serious.
Okay, that's funny
Ugh.
though. That's funny though if you had kind of thinking the wife would be like even looking at him like, damn.
Right?
If the
He's
two
half
of them look
cute.
at Stefano like, damn. That's funny to me.
Amazing. Uh.
What the fuck? Stupid shit that comes up on my Twitter dash. If you're single
Not
on
cute animals.
it's if you're single on Valentine's Day, it's not because you're undesirable or unattractive. It's because you didn't take the time to summon a demon and ask it out on a date. That is 100% your
There you
fault.
go. True shit.
Well, where's the Ouija board?
Found it.
Or it could just be like what I did on my my RP blog, where the painter just asked the Ouija board, "Honey, do you still even like me?" It just says left on red, and he's just like,
No.
what can we say? She's petty.
Probably.
Mm.
You have to be. Come on. If your critics are petty, then you be petty back.
There you go.
Ew, I don't like her music. And then, like, a month later or whatever. Wow, she's a genius.
Well, can you imagine them
Bitch,
both
pick
commiserating over
one.
their respective critics in the newspaper, just reading them over, just being like, "Look,
That would be
look,
awesome.
look what this asshole wrote this
Look
time."
at this jackass.
He's a freaking idiot. He's got no sight. He's got no vision. Nothing.
He's a pleb.
He's a pleb. He's a fucking pleb.
He's a fucking pleb.
God.
Fucking pleb.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite thing.
I love that flashback so much. I
So
laughed
good.
so hard.
So magic. So pleb.
Mm-hmm.
Much pleb. Painter, much pleb. So talent.
Oh, you have the Doge meme with Poppy all there.
Oh. Back to the memes.
Oh my god.
That's when I know I'm getting like delirious. Everything goes back to memes.
Alright.
My life goes back to memes. Mm.
Oh, I hate to end this been like 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to go to bed.
I know. I need to go to bed too. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just hard, but this is fun.
I know. Nerding.
Yeah,
The best.
exactly.
Nerding about horror.
Mm-hmm.
More best.
And I'm gonna probably download this whole thing and just shove it onto YouTube and be like, enjoy us talking for several hours.
Enjoy us. Yeah, right. Enjoy us rambling bullshit.
Remembering about basically horror stuff and us being general nerds.
And memes.
Always memes.
Sorry, everyone. If you got this far, I'm sorry.
It's 3 in the morning, we're excused.
Woo! 3:30.
Yeah.
See, we're in the same time zone, so it's like, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm so used to my friends either being way ahead or way before, and so it's yeah.
Yeah, like we'll be on stream and one of the people who comes to watch, he lives in like Oregon.
Ooh.
So we're like, "Oh my god, we're so tired." And he's really?
Like you don't
Like,
understand.
yes, man. It's like, "All right. I guess go to sleep then."
It's freaking late, bruh.
Of course, then I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so late. I got to go." And then I go lay in bed and stare at the like, where's my sleep? But I
Yeah.
was going to get all that sleep
Yeah.
forever.
Mm-hmm.
One day.
Yeah. I need to start getting to bed at a reasonable time the next few nights because I want to
I
get up early for Katsucon.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh my god.
I
How
wish
is
you
it
could
already
go.
February? I know.
Mm,
I can't like I feel like yesterday was December still.
I know, right?
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm like 2019 is gonna be great. I'm gonna get all this shit done,
You know what's
and
gonna
then
you know what's gonna be
mm,
good? You know why? Because it's the year of the pig.
is the year of the
More
pig.
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 Oh yeah, Vince, I'll tell all about Katsu when I get back. We'll see how that
Yes.
goes. From me
Yes,
posting
yes,
my
yes.
lineup on Instagram, people are happy, and I'm not sure if they're happy about Hank or Stefano, but we'll find out.
Both.
Both.
You're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry.
Yep, I'm just gonna have to go around and be like, art, take pictures of people.
Art.
Yes.
That would actually be awesome.
Eh,
Just be like, you look fabulous. I love art. I need to take a picture of you.
exactly. I'm also kind of secretly hoping I might be able to run into other Evil Within cosplayers.
That would be awesome.
Yes, especially like a
Be really
Sebastian
cool.
and be like,
Oh my god. And that outfit, his outfit isn't too.
yeah. Actually, in both games, it's pretty simple, so yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the second one, he's just got that gray shirt.
She'll just find some guy in a gray shirt. Can you please pose with me? Just pretend you're
We have
this
to take a
gruff
selfie right
dude.
now.
Please.
Yes, Sebastian has joined the ranks of the sad dads.
Sad dads.
That is one of my types, sad dads.
Oh my god, it's perfect. It's the sad dad club. We're edgy.
Sad dads. Oswald the painter, Sebastian, Hank.
Dude, sad dads making dad jokes. Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Be amazed.
I kinda need.
Sad dad jokes.
Oh my god. The
Yes.
painter making dad jokes.
That would be awesome.
I need this in my life.
And she'd be like, no, 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 no.
I
Like
follow.
both the wife and the daughter would be like, no, stop.
Oh my god. If
Nope.
I had the guts, I'd be like, I'd since I follow him on Twitter, I'd at Eric Braun and be like, "Can you voice this?" And just
That would
like,
be fucking funny as shit. Oh
I
my
know, right?
god.
Oh my god. I would die. I would just die.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Talk about Katsucon when you get the chance, Stefano. I'll probably just do a Stefano stream when I get back from Katsucon.
Yes.
I'll be like, "You're all Philistines."
Well, I'll just be like, well, you're a pleb.
Oh my God, if somebody was on the call with me being the painter, and I'd be like, you call them Philistines, Dorian.
No, the plebs. They're fucking plebs. I need to knock some artistic sense into them.
That's not going to do it. You need to finesse them with fantastic art.
Or knock some artistic sense in with my easel that weighs 1,000 pounds.
Oh my God, the thought of the painter lifting up his easel and smacking somebody with
The taking the canvas and like smashing it over their head goes.
that, or just like running somebody out of his house by lifting up and like, get the fuck out of my house, and chasing after them with his easel in his hands.
Oh my god. He starts painting their face to make them look better, and they're like, "Oh my god, what do you?" He's like, "I'm fixing you."
Fixing you because you said it was ugly since you're such an ugly human being.
I painted what I saw.
You asked for a true portrait. This is how fucking ugly you are.
Exactly. Boom. Done.
Boom.
Roasted.
Oh my God, the painter would be great at roasting people.
Would. It'd be like roasting everyone, and like the wife would be like, "Honey, please stop,
Be like, no,
honey."
don't.
And he'd put a hand up to her and be like, "I need to do this.
Just be like, just let me. And then there would
This
come
is important.
there would come a time when finally one of the like her music critics comes down hard on her, and she'd be like, okay, honey, go.
Go for it."
Go for
Boom.
it.
She would like sick him on them. Be like, "Just
Yes.
go. Do it.
Yes.
Take him out." I mean,
You're doing great, sweetie.
you're doing great. She has like an old camera from like the 1920s.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
doing great, sweetie.
You're doing
Click.
great, sweetie.
Oh, I could totally see fucking Stefano doing that though to people. You're doing great, sweetie.
Oh
With
my
his
God.
camera.
He does that would totally be my friend Stefano Muse to the painter.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Doing great, sweetie.
Oh man, you gotta join in. You gotta join in with the RP shit. That's what
Back to the meme.
because we always have like a RP shit going on, and then usually the out of character shit at the same time, just talking about all the silly shit what up
Shit going on,
scenarios.
yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
And that's like it was like helping me write more. Like I need to write
That's what it helps me a lot. It helps me with the writing and obviously and yeah, developing my muses quite a bit.
because I've been like I need to write just anything, just in general, just whatever.
And it's
And I've
nice
been like,
because on Discord as opposed to Tumblr where you feel like gotta format it nicely, you gotta write out all the
yeah,
description. With this, it's just like, you know what? Just have the character talk. Just worry about dialogue. Don't
yeah.
make it.
Little bit of description,
Yeah,
dialogue, you're
just
done.
maybe just a little description of just what they're doing. That's all you need. Keep it simple.
For now.
Hmm. But I don't know. I was intimidated when you were actually finally writing for the wife in the RP chat. I was just like, oh, I cannot match this.
Yeah, oh my god, are you serious? Because whenever I was writing, I was like, how am I gonna like how do I even? I
Oh,
would sit there, I have like a notepad writing it,
uh-huh.
so it wouldn't like sit in the Discord. Because it'd
Oh,
be like, it would say I was typing, and it would say I was typing forever. Because I'd have the notepad open for like hours, like, does this sound okay?
aw. I do a
But
similar.
does it sound okay?
Yeah, I do a similar thing. I'd write it. I usually write my at least long RP posts and stuff in Notepad, especially for Tumblr and stuff. And it's just
And
I
then you
wanted
look
to
at it
sound
and you're
right.
like,
Yeah, it's
like
just
it.
like you're writing so eloquent, and I'm over here just derp. Like, what do I do?
Please, are you serious? I can't write my wife a fucking paper bag.
Would you stop it? You're writing her very well. What are you talking about?
Well, it's like, it's one of those things where you get you get enough character to get like a basic, you get enough character for her to get like a basic
Yeah,
thing. I mean, with him too, but then you have to
fill in
go
the gaps
deeper.
yourself.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I understand that, and it's just
Fucking
like
name.
with him, he's actually honest been the hardest muse for me to write, and that's saying something considering my previous muses were amnesia based, which have like
Mm-hmm.
nothing to them. But it's like I don't know. It's just like I guess because he's such a walking ball of extremes that you have to balance both of those out,
Yeah.
and it's really difficult. But it honestly was rocky the first few months writing him, but doing it more and more Discord, I finally came into a groove. I started filling in the gaps of him as a muse, and I think if you start doing that with the wife more often, to start writing for her more and more, it'll come to you. It finally writing for her will start to become like second nature.
Yeah. Because it's like I've been trying. I want to start. throwing in things like background things, like stuff that could have happened in her past.
Yeah.
Like she remember when she was little, she picked up the violin and blah blah blah. Just like interweaving not just surface stuff.
Yeah. Like that whole thing when I asked you the question about like if she smoked or anything like that, and you kind of had a nice little backstory thing for it. I like that.
Do you know how long it took me to write? 5 years. I loved the what
What?
did you send? The how mad are you at your husband on a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever? I can't remember what you said, but I was like, I love this.
Yeah, and the time I was like punchy while sleepy, and I had my painter muse send out things to various friends of him being drunk.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All I can say is the if you had put an on it for asks, I'm sure you'd probably get a lot more invasive questions for the wife.
A plus plus plus. She'd be like, who's asking this?
Oh my God, honey, just go look at your husband's blog and all the questions he's been asked.
She should start commenting. I'm all like, ask to you?
Oh my
Who is
God,
this
do it.
person?
Oh my God,
Who is
do
this
it.
person?
She's like, why are these people asking about her sex life?
Right?
He'd be like, I don't know.
Secretly, he asked them. He went into Anon and was like, so.
So, how good is your husband in bed?
It's really him. She's like, this is you, isn't it? No,
No,
I didn't ask that.
I didn't ask that for validation.
That wasn't me at all. What are you talking about? You're doing great, sweetie.
You're But yeah, seriously, I love that kind of like small interaction stuff, whether in Discord or on Tumblr or whatnot. Go for it. If you ever never doubt, just do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it.
Do it. Do it.
Just do it.
Do it. Memes. We're back at the memes.
And with that,
Back
I'm
at
gonna
the
have to go to
fucking
bed
memes,
because I can't.
right?
Otherwise, I'm gonna be dragged into another round of memes, and as much as I love it, I need to sleep.
Dream of the meme.
I will dream of the memes. Hopefully, maybe.
Dream meme team.
Yee. But thank you guys for coming to the stream,
Thank you
and
for dealing with our BS.
oh my God. And I'm going to probably download this tomorrow and then post it all up on YouTube
Whee!
because I have no shame.
But do I?
Do you?
Nah. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Exactly. I'm
So,
gonna
meh.
listen to this later and be like, oh.
You're gonna be like, what the hell was going on?
I know. It's like this is what this is what
We
happens
were
late at night when you're
we
talking
were
about
on
stuff.
orbs.
Yes, either late at night, either it gets super silly or shit gets super real. That's what happens after 3 a.m.
Yeah, it like got a little real, and then I was like, no,
It's
that's not real.
not real yet. We'll probably if we do these more often, we'll probably.
God.
Oh God.
We'll be like, this is too real.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
know if
gonna
we'll be doing
cry.
this again, but I know definitely if you play through layers again, I want to be there so I can
Yes.
not shut the fuck up about how much I love the game.
Yes, and we need a way so we can like keep that. Whether we stream it or do something, we need to
Yeah.
be able to keep that
Yeah.
whatever word I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
E.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I could make sense of like maybe you streaming that and I just like join on. It's like a little
And I
co-host
just ramble.
and I just not shut the hell up.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
A plus.
10 out of 10.
Would buy from again.
Yes.
Sorry, this is an eBay.
Thank you guys for joining us. Bye bye.
Thank you.